wherever it was, calling in and feeling fortunate, like when they took my call. I was like a 12-year-old kid getting through.
Josh from where was calling?
Well, now I'm Josh from Juniata.
Okay.
Otherwise, if when I call as governor, they want to talk about politics.
No,
I don't want to talk about politics.
But when you called in, you were Josh from where?
I was back then, just Josh from Drescher.
Okay.
That's where I was from.
Okay, cool.
Man, let me just tell you, that's how I grew up. And I think you got to be loyal to that. And I think Yinzers here, Pittsburghers, they respect you for just being true to who you are.
Well, TJ, Mr. Altoona, Pennsylvania, right here, also spent some time here in Pittsburgh. You're the perfect person to settle this. This has been a decade-long conversation because, as you know, I'm from New York City.
Right.
Chris has spent some time in Boston. We've referred to ourselves as being East Coasters. Philadelphians can say you're an East Coaster.
Yeah.
Can a Pittsburgh person say you're an East Coaster?
It's interesting. It's got a little bit more of a Midwestern vibe to it. Pennsylvania is obviously big and vast and wonderful. And, when you're in Erie or you're in Pittsburgh, it's a little bit more Midwest than it is East Coast, the way Philly is. But I think that's what makes this a beautiful, wonderful, diverse, just incredible state. I will just say back to the Birds and the Steelers.
Yes, sir.
There's no, hate, right? I mean, Birds fans hate everybody, but there's not this sort of rivalry. I will say,
yes.
Penguins, Flyers, that's a rivalry. Those teams hate each other, and those fan bases hate each other. But Birds and Steelers are okay.
Okay, yeah. They can flock together.
They're okay.
So what do you know what's happening with the Eagles and A.J. Brown? Do you use your influence of your office to find out what is happening? I mean, you really are the only man more powerful in this Commonwealth than Big Dom is you.
Big Dom's one.
Right. Oh, really?
Long drop to number 2, where maybe is me.
Okay.
I don't know.
Understood.
But no, Big Dom. Big Dom's a man. Howie's a friend. I would say Howie is the best GM, not just in football, but in all professional sports.
Okay.
But I'm very careful about not abusing my friendship with him and asking him for any inside scoop. I trust him. Birds fans trust him. He's earned that trust, and he'll do what he needs to do.
But you never call him up and say, what's going on?
I mean, we talk sports. I might share my opinion, but...
Well, you're not calling about the Sixers beating the Celtics last night on 2 days before the draft if you call him, imagine.
No, but, I mean... I was texting a whole bunch of my buddies about that Sixers game. My problem with the Sixers is I love the Sixers, but they break your heart. And so I was trying not to get emotionally invested after game 1. Now after game 2, I'm completely emotionally invested. You're back. Okay. I just hope Joe comes back and they don't break my heart.
I feel your pain there.
You do, right?
Yeah, man.
It's so much talent, but it's just
especially with Embiid, right? That we've rarely seen a player as physically gifting, yet his body keeps just breaking down.
It's so sad. Yeah. I mean, in terms of physical gifts, he's top 2 or 3 in the NBA, if not number 1. Well, and I would argue our backcourt right now is as good as we've ever had. I mean, AI was obviously extraordinary, but he didn't have a complimenting player the way Maxey and VJ have.
You understand business. I've got to do a quick piece of business right here for Rich Eisen Show sponsor, LinkedIn. If you're running a small business, making every hire matter is important. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. And the challenge is finding that person without sorting through resumes. LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in right here. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire, and get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply. I appreciate you stopping by here.
You sounded pretty good there.
I appreciate you.
You might have a future in this.
Thank you. You went hire register. If you go hire register, that means you don't believe what you're saying, but I believe you, sir. We've got a couple more minutes to end this show on Disney Plus, if you don't mind staying right there.
Love it.
Appreciate it. For our radio audience, that wraps up our first of 3 days here from the awesome city of Pittsburgh, PA. Back in a second with the Gov.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
We all know winning means showing up stronger, faster, better than before. And when you're chasing that edge, the Drop by GNC cuts through the noise, bringing you the best new innovations in sports nutrition and performance. From muscle building and strength support to improved recovery and focus, we curate the newest drops from GNC Amp, Pro Performance, and Mega Men. Plus, Ghost, Raw Nutrition, Bucked Up, and the top new brands changing the game. No guesswork, just leveling up. Check out the Drop by GNC for what's new, what works, and what's next.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. Pitt Community College baseball is in Kinston this afternoon to take on Lenoir Community College, and the Bulldogs softball team is in Fayetteville to take on Fayetteville Technical Community College for a doubleheader. Both games started at 2 o'clock. Former Pirate and Toronto Blue Jays pitcher Trey Savage made another rehab start yesterday, this time with the Buffalo Bisons, and this is what it sounded like.
1-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Goes to the splitter and picks up his first strikeout of the night. Comprehend how big this ballpark was. Swing and a miss, strike three. Savage picks up his second punch out of the night, and there's 2 down at the top of the second.
Savage went 2 1/3, allowing 4 runs on 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 4 walks, and threw a total of 64 pitches. And the Palm Beach Cardinals beat St. Lucie 17-2 yesterday. Former Pirate pitcher Ethan Young got the start for the Cardinals, going 3 1/3, allowing 2 runs on 3 hits and 4 strikeouts. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
The 2026 Mac Bear Hodges Music Festival is back on April 25th starting at 3:30 p.m. Join us for a night of river, rhythm, and blues, all in the heart of downtown Washington. From incredible bands to great food, cold drinks, and good vibes all day long, this is the event you don't want to miss. Bring your friends, bring your family, and come experience the sound, energy, and the legacy of the ultimate ECU Pirate fan, Mac Bear Hodges. Mark your calendar and make plans now. The 2026 Mac Bear Hodges Music Festival, where the music lives on.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Line drive into right center field. Burris around third. He'll tie the game. Herring gets to third base. RBI single by Austin Irby.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are Pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Kongbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are, we really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates, yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
And welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here in the First Flight Credit Union Studios. First Flight Credit Union, taking better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. We are live for the next 3 hours, talking all things ECU, Stanley Cup playoffs, NBA playoffs, college basketball transfer portal. Talk about that a little bit in segment number 1. And a lot more here on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, pr927fm.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber. You can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. What's on your mind on this Wednesday? Let us know in the chat gang. Got guests to get to, including Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9. He's been traveling places. He was at a Braves-Phillies game last week. I don't know if he's been to the Lenovo Center yet, this Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm sure he plans to get there, but we'll talk about that and what's going on here locally as well with Ken Watlington. Donnell Coley will recap his first experience with ECU spring football wrapping up. Again, I'm reluctant to call it a spring game, but a spring whatever that we saw on Saturday. We'll get his take on players that stood out to him and how he feels about this Pirate football team heading into the rest of spring, summer, and before they reconvene for fall camp. Also, Troy D, the boys are back in town. Troy D, former co-owner of Pirate Radio, host of Live at 5, will join us to talk about Pirate Fest going on in downtown Greenville this week. And also Shane Perry will join us in hour number 3, former Pirate football player, now a jackman in NASCAR. So we'll talk about that transition from football to the track, as he'll join us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. So that's what we got planned for today, and who knows what else could arise on this Wednesday. Shirley Rhodes is here. We got intern Carter here with his fruit punch, and we've got Nick Bass. Man, don't spill that. I don't even like the way you're holding it. Why are you... Dude, you're going to get fired. You're not supposed to be doing any of that over there. I mean, I'm no snitch, but... yeah, that's a pretty ballsy move for a high school kid to be doing. But I guess, you're an unpaid intern. If you get fired, you get fired. Who cares? So, I don't know. Test it out. See how it goes. Maybe you won't get in trouble in there. All right, Nick Bass here as well, joining us on a Wednesday. We got Zach and J-Bone here, Ellerby. They're about to do an interview in Studio C with a guest that you will hear on the show coming up on Friday. So a lot going on in these Pirate Radio studios. We will start today with Pirate Baseball. We'll start with ECU and their win over Old Dominion. So the Pirates played ODU earlier this year. It was an 11-0 shutout. Talked to Mike Mullis yesterday. He said, expect this to be a long one. Which inferred, I think, more runs maybe for the Pirates, but more runs certainly for ODU. And he was right. It was a long one. It was, I want to say, around 4 hours of baseball that did not even get 9 innings. It ended in 7 once again. East Carolina wins it over Old Dominion 19-9. Pirates put up an 8 spot in the 4th, a 7 spot in the 5th. added 6 in the 6th, and were able to get out of it in 7, allowing 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th. But Colby Wallace came in to pitch and threw a scoreless inning for ECU. And the Pirates moving with the victory to 25-16-1 on the year. I'll do a quick RPI check, and we'll go over the box score as well. But ECU was lower 40s. I can't imagine they moved too much after beating Old Dominion, but it was on the road. ECU, according to NCAA.com right now, sitting at number 42 in the RPI, which is the second highest in the American. UAB is at 33, and I believe the Blazers are coming off a win over Alabama last night. So Pirates beat the Blazers 2 out of 3. Go ahead, UAB, win all you can. Makes our metrics look better.
Alabama!
That's right, Forrest. UTSA right now 47 in the RPI. USF sitting at 57. And that's about that as far as the American goes, with teams that are in some type of contention to make postseason baseball. Of course, any team can make it if they win the conference tournament in Clearwater, but those teams are the highest right now amongst the group when it comes to the RPI. Pirates had a lot of singles. They had 18 hits, and I believe 17 were singles. Only extra base hit was Colby Wallace. I believe it was a double in the game, and everything else the Pirates were getting with singles. But pounding out 18 hits, 19 runs scored for East Carolina. ODU had 4 errors in the game as well. Multi-hit guys for ECU, well, there was a lot of them, including just about everybody in the lineup. Braden Burris went 2 for 6 with a ribby. Davin Whitaker 2 for 5 with a couple RBIs. He scored 4 runs in the game. Did Davin. Jack Herring 2 for 3. He knocked in 3. Got on base 4 times. Colby Wallace 2 for 4. Knocked in a run. Jeff Sabater 3 more hits for him. And had 3 ribbies on the day. Michael Kalinich catching for the Pirates last night, 2 for 5, knocked in 4. Alex Boucher at DH had 2 hits, 2 for 4, knocked in a couple. Austin Irby had 3 hits, 3 for 4 with an RBI. So the Pirates were just racking up the hits last night. A couple of stolen bases as well, Braden Burris and Davin Whitaker. Pitching-wise, Pirates used a lot of pitchers last night. Nick Moran went just 1 2/3, allowing an earned run. Luke Payne went 1 1/3, allowing 2 earned runs. Ethan Rose had a scoreless inning. Charlie Hoagland came in and did not give up a run, did give up a hit, and did not record an out. Alex Boucher touched up a little bit, 3 earned runs for Boucher in 1/3 of an inning. Sean Jenkins pitched 2/3 of an inning, and both of those outs were strikeouts. You had Frank Saccone, who came in and pitched an inning, did give up a couple of runs. Jackson DiLorenzo came in, walked a batter. Colby Wallace, 1 clean inning, did allow a hit, but that was it. Nobody scored. And the Pirates, what does that make it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 pitches in the win over ODU. On Wednesday, East Carolina will now get ready for this weekend when they will remain home and take on South Florida. And again, we'll take a glance at the American baseball standings. You've got 2 teams at the top with UTSA and UAB. Pirates won the series over the Blazers, lost the series 2-1 to UTSA. ECU sitting at 9-6 alone right now. Wichita State is 8-7, and then you've got a bunch of teams at 7-8, including South Florida, who has the best record technically overall at 28-12. 1 game ahead of UTSA, 2.5 games up on UAB, but in conference play, 7-8, 3 games back of the Blazers and the Roadrunners. So that is what happened Wednesday in ECU baseball. Kenny says Colby Wallace and Jack are dogs. We need more dogs. We don't need cats. That's a throwback, Shirley. I don't know if we have that. And we've got some Mets and Phillies talk in the chat that I would love to get to in a moment. While we're on the topic of baseball, Shirley, how about a little Pirates in the Pros montage? My apology to the Jeff Hoffman family. I told you to remind me, Shirley. I even said going into the last segment, we're going to play it to wrap up the show. And that shows you my attention span and memory that in a matter of 4 minutes, I had forgotten what I brought up. So we didn't play that yesterday, but we will hear some minor league and some pro baseball here in our Tuesday wrap-up of the Pirates and the Pros montage here on a Wednesday.
1-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Goes to the splitter and picks up his first strikeout of the night. Comprehend how big this ballpark was. Swing and a miss, strike three. Savage picks up his second punch out of the night, and there's 2 down at the top of the second.
Swing and a line drive center field base hit. Here comes JJ. They're going to wave him. Marcy loads up. His throw way up the line, and Burleson moves up 90 feet.
Against the Aqua Sox in that first series of the season. And there goes Hoppy. The pitch is strike three. Called. Throw to second base. Yeah! They got him. It is a strike him out, throw him out, double play, 2 outs.
All right, there we go. Little Trey Savage, Alec Burleson, and Wyatt Lunsford Shinkman. Savage giving up a couple of 4 runs, 2 earned, and walked 4. So you got to wonder, how the Blue Jays are feeling about his rehab starts. That's, I know, his second game in a row where he's allowed some runs, but maybe they're looking at some other things. Had through 64 pitches as they are, I'm sure, ready to get him back in Toronto for the first time in 2026. Checking in with the chat gang. There's a little Major League Baseball talk going on. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Boy, the Mets are bad. The Mets.
You are terrible.
Where's Brett? Tweet of the night from the Minnesota Twins last night. Things you can get in a dozen. Eggs, roses, Mets losses. 12,
you suck.
12 straight losses for the Mets. The Braves lose to the Nationals, and it doesn't even matter because the Mets lose, the Phillies lose, and it is just beautiful. Just kicking my feet back, laughing at the scrub-ass teams in the National League East. Braves are 16-8. Second place in the division, the Marlins, the Fighting Fish, 12-13. Nationals, 11-13. And then you get to the Phillies. They're already 7.5 back of the Braves at 8-15. They've lost 7 in a row, only to be upstaged by the Mets, who are 7-16 and have lost 12 games in a row. 12 games in a row. They played 23 games, and they've lost 12 in a row.
You suck.
Oh, man, it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But, yeah, the Mets aren't the only bad team. Lane is in the chat. Philadelphia fan. He said the Phillies suck.
You suck.
Boy, this is how bad it is for Lane and how much he's coping right now. You might say, hey, the Sixers won, playing the Celtics, or the Flyers. Flyers are up 2-0, right? I don't know if he doesn't care about those teams, but he decided to go with Manchester City. Just took first place back. Glad one of my teams is worth something. Lane, that is not worth anything. That's worth, if you have to go to Europe to say at least one of my teams is worth something, no, that doesn't count, dude.
You don't win with turds.
And you know that. You're a smart enough guy to realize that Manchester City doing something takes the heat off of the Phillies losing 7 in a row. Man City? We're talking about Man City? Not basketball, not hockey, but Man City. All right. Kenny says Jack is closing in on the own base record. What's that streak at now, Kenny? Let me know. Remind me. Carter has entered the chat. I'd like to know how many Carter predictions have ever come true. What's your record when you throw out a bold prediction?
0-4.
Okay, so you're 0-4, but this one's going to hit?
No.
No. I love the confidence. You said we are sweeping USF.
Nope.
And now you're saying we're not?
No. Well, if I think we're not, then we probably are.
Right?
Because I'm 0 for 4, so I have a 0% win percentage.
But you said we're sweeping USF.
But now I'm saying that we're not, so maybe we will now.
Correct. I hope, and you got a long life to live. You're a young guy. You're going to be successful, have a family, kids, dog. But can you have them study your brain after you pass away? I need the top scientists in the world to study your brain.
Study it for what?
Just that's exactly. Like what? What is going on? It's fascinating the way you think. So we are sweeping USF. Now you're backtracking on that. So we will sweep USF.
Yes, because I'm 0 for 4.
Oh.
Well, why didn't you think of that before you typed that?
Do you want me to go edit it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Jamie says he's feeling great about his Reds. Let's check in with Jamie. Zach, are you here for a moment? Or are you going in there? I'm gonna bring up the ECU basketball transfers in a moment. Do you have any thoughts at all? If you don't, that's fine. If you do, you can come in here. Reds right now are 16-8. Wow, Jamie. Okay, you should 5 wins in a row for Cincinnati. Playing well. Did not give me the Nerfy yesterday. Carter is in the chat. Carter says we are getting swept by USF. Wow, Carter, you are a big-time ECU supporter. Why do you feel that way?
Because I'm 0 for 4.
Oh, man, you got me choked up in here. All right, we are getting swept by USF. That is a little reverse jinx by intern Carter. Mike P said sports only happen in America. Let's bring in Zach. He is a football guy. In fact, he's wearing a women's football jersey.
Is it that noticeable? That women's?
It's the first thing I noticed. And I was like, what the heck jersey is that? But you're supporting the brand.
That's right.
And I like it. All right, Zach, real quick. I wanted to go over we don't know how these guys are going to pan out, but did want to talk about the portal entries that East Carolina has so far. Are you aware of these guys?
I know about them coming here.
Okay. Caden Cooper.
Yes.
Started at Oklahoma, went to Louisiana Tech, averages 10 points per game, 8 rebounds per game.
Yeah, solid. That's a lot of rebounds for a guard. So when I saw the stat, I was like, a guard, really?
He's a guard?
He is listed as a guard.
Okay. His 3-point numbers were not good.
No. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe he's just a distributor.
All right. This guy's 3-point numbers were good. Bryson Blaine started at JMU, went to Charleston Southern, 17 points a game, 40% from 3.
Yeah.
And I believe he shot double-digit 3-point attempts per game. So
that sounds right.
He was throwing them up there. We'll see if he's allowed to do so in this offense, but he looks like a guy that can help from the outside.
And he dropped a few on us. Quite a few on us when he played us.
And then you got Cian.
I have no clue.
Cian Medley. Started at St. Louis, went to Kent State, averaged 10 points per game, 6 assists per game. He was 35%.
This guy is a true point guard. He is a distributor. He is going to dime up everybody.
All right. I was hoping the first guy was a big man since he was 10 and 8 and couldn't shoot threes, but you're telling me he's a guard.
He is
was he like a wing?
On LA Tech's website, he is. And we also have a D2 transfer.
Oh, that's right.
The Jordan Buchanan kid. He shot 39% from 3 at his D2 school. Averaged 15.3 a game.
So we've got
all guards.
3 guys here that have already been to 2 schools previously. I found that interesting.
Yeah.
But that's just the life of college athletics in 2026. Anybody you're excited about, or are you holding out hope?
I'm going to hold out hope.
All right.
I can't get too excited about basketball here.
Same way. But Jay Shane is still here, right?
Jay Shane is still here.
As far as we know.
So there's a wing.
All right. Just need to add 2 bigs, 1 more 3-point shooter, and an all-conference forward.
I want a big.
Who can dunk.
I want a huge big.
The dude from Florida's in the portal.
Nope, not anymore.
Where did he go?
Well, he took his name out of the portal.
No, not Huff. I'm talking about the 7-foot whatever guy.
Or Ryu, Olivier. Yeah, he took his name out of the portal, but Florida doesn't want him.
The really, really big guy?
Yeah, the 7'9" kid.
So what's he doing? Just going to class?
I have no clue.
He's just a student now?
I saw that nobody wanted him, so he tried to go back to Florida, but they said they didn't want him anymore because he's useless.
What if you're just a 7'6" student? You gotta feel like your talents are being wasted.
A waste.
Pike liked the stream. He said he watched Name Redacted's interview with Cliff Godwin. Cliff referenced Clip in the last portion of the interview and said, "Don't bet against Cliff Godwin," I guess it was. So, yeah, I was told that my name was referenced and was asked if Cliff and I are on bad terms. And I said, I don't know. I'll have to hear the clip. But that is a long-time reference. So, in that context, I think me and Cliff are on decent terms.
Yeah, that seems, I was unsure of what he was talking about when Jarrett played it for me.
Yeah. It's a thing we have.
Okay.
He talks about my betting. He also, and he knows that I will never bet against Cliff Godwin. So I think that is the reference that was brought up.
Sense.
Glad to know my name is brought up on other radio stations around the area. That's fantastic. All right, let's take a break. Ken Watlington going to join us when we return. Pirate Radio Live. Zach will talk more to you at some point.
All right.
I'm sure. Back with you. Hour one after this time out.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep specializes in pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. Get over to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville for the best selection now. Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
Close your eyes and picture this. Sizzling fajitas hitting the table, fresh seafood bursting with flavor, and a handcrafted margarita waiting in your hand. That's the experience waiting for you at La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood on 10th Street in Greenville. From brunch with friends to a quick lunch break, La Tavara brings the taste of the coast and the heart of Mexico together in every bite. So when you're hungry for something fresh and unforgettable, make it La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood, 10th Street in Greenville, or online online at latavara.restaurant.com.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
The time to save is now during the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. After 89 years in business, they're closing their doors forever. Now, additional discounts have been taken on all remaining Serta mattresses. Every Serta mattress in every size and comfort level, all priced to sell immediately. You'll never ever see Serta mattresses at such drastically low prices again. Hurry to the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture, 2115 East Fire Tower Road in Greenville. See store for details.
You know what it is. This is your man, Peter Pablo. Once again, back is the Incredible, and this is Pirate Radio, and this is the voice of the Pirate Nation. And you know how it goes down when the pirates are in town. Shut down.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. From brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Friendly service, no gimmicks, just great deals and even better people. Stop by Capital Subaru of Greenville today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Talking about Pirate baseball earlier, but Jack Herring has a long on-base streak going. I asked Kenny how long. He said he believes it's at 41. Do you know that number, Jarrett, offhand? Nope.
No.
Okay.
Well, how many games we played?
No, Jack Herring's on-base streak.
No.
He says he believes it's 41. Connor Norby, 56. It's a lot of games to be on base in a row. Jerry, you're late, but welcome in. He says hello. Because we are the PRL chat game. All right, we welcome in Jared Watkins. Hey, Jared.
Hey, Clip.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on these ECU basketball portal entries? We went over a few of the names.
Look promising, but obviously got to see it on the hardwood.
All right. Ken Watlington, WCT Channel 9.
Hello. I have some thoughts on the...
What do you got?
The Cayenne Medley guy from Kent State, really good point guard.
That's
really
how you
good.
say his name?
I think so.
Okay.
Cayenne?
I think so. Like cayenne pepper.
Yeah.
But it might be Sion. I don't know. I just remember they played Wilmington earlier in the year, and he just carved us up.
I like that. All right.
That guy's pretty good.
Well, and we saw this
Charleston Southern
Bryson Blaine dude carve us up.
Yeah.
So we got two carvers.
Thanksgiving Day. Carve us up.
Hopefully they're not a couple of turkeys, all right? Am I right? Hey. All right, so there we go.
What do you turkeys got cooked up for Thanksgiving?
There we go, Mark Lindsay. Ken.
Yes.
You're a well-traveled man. Let's recap your week.
Yeah, I had a pretty good road trip last Wednesday through Saturday. I guess Sunday morning about 1 o'clock is when I got back to the house in Greenville.
So you went and saw a concert.
I did in Silver Spring, Maryland at the Fillmore. Saw Haley Williams, lead singer of Paramore, but it was a solo show, and it was fantastic.
No opener?
There was an opener. They weren't particularly good, so I won't say their name, but Haley was great.
So is it like acoustic or like?
No, she's got a solo album she put out late last year.
But there's a band with her.
Oh yeah, okay. Actually it's for the members who tour with Paramore, and they call the four guys Para 4. So it was kind of a little
more like Paraless.
Well, kind of, yeah. But it was a great show, fantastic. Must see.
Honestly, without Haley Williams, they're more of a pair of snore.
Do you have more?
Well, I guess they're going to be doing music for this new movie coming out. It's going to be a pair of score.
Haley Williams would never get around, but if she did,
yeah,
we know what that would be called.
She's got a long history. It's kind of a pair of lore.
That's pretty good. This is becoming a pair of board.
Let it go there.
Yeah.
Ken Watlington, you're a paracore of our Wednesday show.
My time's up, everybody. Thanks for having me out. See you guys next week.
Are you ready to knock Jarrett to the para floor? I think we've got it all out of our system at this point.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Ken, I'm sure I've heard several of those songs, but
you've heard Paramore for sure. You've probably not heard the Haley Williams solos.
What I've most heard is in the college football video game. The band play music is popular songs. Yes. Also, I would be a little offended. This is every day a Clip Rock solo show as well, since I'm the host.
Okay.
Wouldn't Shirley and Jared be offended if I said that? A solo show, but you got all these other people playing instruments? I don't know. I find that a little offensive. I know you can't speak to that. That's just my thought.
We're the Blowfish. You're Hootie.
Listen, the Blowfish are important.
I agree.
Darius Rucker had a pretty good solo career.
Which is why I asked, was it an acoustic set?
No.
But no, there's like a drummer, there's a guitar player, a bass player,
right.
probably. Like somebody's got a tambourine.
When solo artists go on tour, it doesn't mean they play this show by themselves.
Like to me. And if I was one of those people, I'd want some recognition.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Come up with a cool name.
Para what?
We've, just bludgeoned this thing. It's become a Paragore.
There we go. All right, Ken. You also, while on the road, saw the Braves.
I did. I saw actually 2 games in 2 days in 2 cities.
What cities were those?
Thursday, I took in the daytime matinee at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. One of the best ballparks, one of the best views. The baseball, not so great. Saw the Nationals win over the Pirates in 10 innings.
How many people were there?
It was me and about 17 others, and some school kids up top. They had a bunch of buses of kids in since it was a Thursday day game. But
then you went to the bank.
The bank.
And I got a question for you.
Yes.
Did you wear Atlanta Braves gear to the bank?
I did.
Did you think about that choice before you did it?
I 100% did.
Okay.
So I got a good friend of mine, Dave, I met 20 years ago down in Wilmington when we worked together, but he's from Westchester outside Philly, lives back up there now. Huge Phillies fan. He hit me up. He saw me, I was in Pittsburgh. He's like, you want to come see Braves Phillies tomorrow night? I said, absolutely. And then I saw he had on a Darren Dalton 80s throwback jersey. I'm
Classic.
I'm going to put on my Braves t-shirt. I wore a Hornets hat because that was the night of the debacle.
If you were not going with a Philly friend.
Probably would have just gone incognito,
I think,
Rob Lowe style with just the MLB hat.
Good idea.
Something like that.
I think that changes things a little bit.
But, the Braves hit 4 home runs that night. I was doing the little, arm flap bird thing every time they had a home run. Nobody harassed me. I was.
They are so mad at their own team right now that they don't care about others.
And there was a post-game concert. Jordan Davis, the country artist, played.
The offensive coordinator?
No, the different guy. And everybody stayed. And my buddy Dave was like, this is wild. The Phillies are getting crushed, but no one's left yet. So this post-game show must be pretty good. And everybody stayed.
What if it was just all country music fans at the game?
And they didn't realize it was a baseball game.
People are out on the Phillies.
Maybe that's why I didn't get harassed. They didn't realize it was a baseball game.
If you'd have wore like who's a country music fan, the real country music artist that like real country fans like you, Jarrett, don't like.
Throw me
a name.
Garth Brooks.
All right.
You don't like Garth Brooks?
I know, that's crazy.
Real country music fans don't like Garth Brooks.
Gotcha, okay.
So if you wore your Colin Baton Rouge Garth Brooks shirt, you would have got stuff thrown at you.
If I had my Morgan Wallen shirt on.
Right.
Well, with the Jordan Davis crowd, they'd love it.
Yeah, I love that guy too.
Yeah. Jordan Davis, not great.
He's okay.
And
he had the one song about drinking. Oh, wait. That's most of the songs.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this as like a coward either. It's like you got to have some smarts when you go into a Philly.
Yes, absolutely.
First of all, I would never go to a Washington game in Philly. I don't think I would enjoy it.
No.
If I was forced to, I would probably just wear like a black shirt or something. If I was forced to wear my Sean Taylor jersey, then I would, I guess, just prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
When I went to that Sixers game, I kind of adopted the Philadelphia mindset. And there was like a family of Boston Celtics fans sitting next to me and Donnell. And I was like, not going to put up with this. And
you became a honorary Sixer that day, at least for that 2 hours and 30 minutes.
There thankfully was a good contingent of Braves fans because there is, no matter where the Braves play, Braves country travels deep. And there was a lot of Braves fans. We were out in the tailgate, on the parking lot tailgating ahead of time. We saw some Braves fans and chatted them up. So it was a great night for some Braves baseball.
Baseball probably a little more low key, but I could still see
At this time of the
Philly
year, at
fans
least.
getting
Yeah.
rowdy.
You know, they say, "Oh, well, glad you had fun. Maybe beat us in the playoffs." That type of stuff on the way out, but nothing crazy.
Hearing that in April.
Nobody threatening my mom or anything, so that was good.
That's good. That would be crazy if, like, while you were at the game, they were calling your house, threatening your mother.
Is this Miss Watlington?
We just saw your boy. He was doing a little arm flap celebration. We're coming to get you.
Lane says Philly fans rock, man. Yeah, that's one way to describe them.
Throw rocks.
I did have a fantastic cheesesteak.
Where'd you get it from?
A place in Westchester called Steaks.
Called Wawa?
After the game, we did stop at a Wawa. And I told my buddy, he was like, we love Wawa up here. It's like, well, we got 106 in Greenville now.
I know. And I tell you what, I'm a fan.
Yeah,
it is
I
good.
like it.
I still think the best cheesesteak is in Greenville.
Ernie's?
No. Cubby's.
Okay. Cubby's is good.
We're naming
It
a
is
lot
fantastic.
of unsponsored locations on this segment. If
Don't
you'd like
patron them, but
to sponsor with them.
Don't ever go there.
I only steal cheesesteaks from there. I go back, cook it
There's
myself.
a great one at OT's.
Oh yeah, there is actually. And I'm going to OT's tonight, and I'm going to go hungry.
I'm going hungry.
Not hunger strike style, but so like the world is my oyster. I will not be having oysters. But I could go wings. I could go
chef salad,
shrimp, Cajun shrimp wrap.
Yeah.
I wonder. I hate being picky and asking, "Hey, can I do this?"
Yeah.
But like, could I get it without the Cajun seasoning? I kind of just want like.
Do they not have just a plain shrimp wrap?
Not on the menu.
Oh, okay.
But I think I just want it kind of. Honestly, what I want is lemon pepper seasoning on the shrimp. So I think I'm going to ask for that.
Yeah.
It depends on who's working there. If it's somebody cool, I'll do it. If somebody I'm not that cool with.
Yeah, the buffalo chicken quesadilla is great.
Sounds good too. Buffalo shrimp wrap would be good, actually.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
There we go.
Hey, speaking of food, I had another stop on my little road trip at a restaurant that is also not a sponsor of Pirate Radio. I stopped in College Park, Maryland.
College Park.
I had heard about this. I've seen it on TikTok or Instagram or something. A place called the Little Blue Menu, which is Chick-fil-A's test kitchen. And I got 8 bone-in buffalo wings from a Chick-fil-A. And they were fantastic.
Chick-fil-A's test kitchen.
It's called Little Blue Menu. It's easy to find. They're all over social media.
So are they like the minor league of Chick? Like, are they affiliated with Chick-fil-A?
It is. Yes. It's a. You could order on the app, on the Chick-fil-A app, and get wings and all this kind of stuff.
They bring the bone-in wings in, and they're like, hey.
But it's only at this place?
Only at that place, right just south of the University of Maryland in College Park.
Wow.
They going to the show soon?
I don't know. Maybe. they had cheeseburgers. They had Chick-fil-A pizza where they chop up the nuggets, put the pickles and the sauce on the pizza.
That cheeseburger will never see the light of day. Like, that ruins the whole marketing with the cow.
I can't do that.
I'm just telling you. But yeah, it was. Those wings were really good.
Do they have actual Chick-fil-A food?
Yes, they do. I think they have the regular Chick-fil-A menu.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
Smoked wings. So you had boneless wings, you said?
I know I had the bone-in wings.
I was going to say boneless wings are just
so they were
nuggets.
fried, I guess, Chick-fil-A style, and then it was really sauced up. And it was really good.
Not as good as Bojangles.
I don't remember Bojangles wings.
Little Blue Menu.
Yeah.
Man.
Have you tried the Bojangles new bologna biscuit?
I haven't, but it sounds good.
I've heard it's spectacular.
Have you really?
Yes. I've heard great things.
All right. My dad was a big fried bologna guy.
Yeah. Old school.
Good segment. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Ken's Wilmington team had a big win last night. Pirates had another blowout win. Pirates are getting a little Hornets-ish, which is a good thing, Jarrett. We are demolishing the bad teams.
Yeah.
So that's a sign of a pretty decent team, at least. We'll see what we can do this weekend. If you missed it earlier, Carter said we would sweep USF, then realized he's 0 for 4 in predictions. Deleted that and says we're getting swept by USF.
With this American Conference the way it is this year, I would not predict any sweeps.
I agree.
Anyway, I think we win the series this weekend, but not going to predict a sweep.
Jamie says we are starving now. We actually work for Big Food Incorporated.
Yeah.
We just want people to eat. All right, we'll take a break, come back more with Ken Watlington after this. Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and spare change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest, April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This April, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Forester base at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it for $269 a month for 36 months. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, a proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2026.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Lady Pirate Marissa, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Talked earlier, Jared, East Carolina winning last night. Mully said it would be a long one, and it was.
Yeah, I went to the movies.
The movies. What'd you go see?
The drama. But the movie started like an hour and a half into the game. We got out at like 9:45, and it had just ended. Like, good God.
Nick, you gave the drama 2 thumbs up, right? 1 thumb up. Up 2. How about you?
I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Me and my buddy really liked it. His girlfriend did not. I guess she was expecting something different. But, I mean, I laughed. I laughed a lot.
Okay. All right. So, worth seeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you like dark comedy.
What would you compare it to?
That's tough. I don't want to say I've never seen anything like it before, but I mean, I've seen stuff like it before.
Yeah.
It's just like it was not like the previews.
Okay. All right. Good. Ken is here.
Yes, I am.
Oh, I had another point about ECU baseball. Their RPI stays at 42.
Yeah. I didn't expect, I mean, ODU's not that great, but it is a road win. So, I mean, that's something.
Big RPI win for UAB. They beat Bama.
Wow.
So they are the top ranked as far as the RPI goes in the American. East Carolina second right now.
Big RPI win for the Seahawks.
Yeah. What did they do?
Seahawks rallied in the 9th inning to beat number 9 Coastal Carolina 2-1. Seahawk pitching holding the Chanticleers to 1 hit the entire game.
Wow.
Trey Williford pitch?
I'm not sure.
All right.
I didn't tune in until the 9th.
Canes back in action coming up on Thursday night. Yep. They'll be on the road in Ottawa. Playoffs started last night, Jared. In the NHL, you had the Lightning, who had to win, win in overtime 3-2. Colorado also won in overtime. You had the Mammoth scoring a third period goal to beat the Golden Knights. And then the Bruins tied their series with the Sabres. Over on the NBA side, a couple of shockers. You had VJ Edgecombe becoming the youngest player to have 30 points and 10 rebounds in a playoff game in NBA history. As the Sixers go on the road and beat the Boston Celtics.
It's the only thing with the Celtics, man. They fall in love with that 3-point shot, and if it doesn't fall, they're going to lose.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, they just can't get it done if they're just jacking up threes the whole game. But VJ Edgecombe got hot. Tyrese Maxey did what Tyrese Maxey had to do. And good for the Sixers, man. Keep the series fun.
Jared's dog of the day last week was Portland winning 2 games in their series against San Antonio. Well, they got one last night, and they have an injured Victor Wembanyama on the San Antonio side.
I said Wemby would sit out games. I didn't expect it to be a new injury with a concussion, but he came in with bruised ribs. And like I said, this roster outside of De'Aaron Fox, not really built for the bright lights. They have some good players that will get into this role later on. I really love Stephon Castle. Dylan Harper, I love him too. But Trailblazers just took advantage, man.
So a few years ago, it was Scoot Henderson versus Brandon Miller for the Hornets to decide. And they went Brandon Miller, and I'm fine with that. I think Brandon Miller's been good.
Still think that's the right choice because this was Scoot's best game of his career.
I was going to say, I haven't heard of him at all.
He didn't play till after the All-Star break this season.
31 points last night for Scoot Henderson.
Nothing else, though. He had 1 rebound, no assists.
Well, it is kind of funny that you see the stats and they'll put up multiple, stat categories for him. It just says 31 points.
Yeah. He did not fill up the stat sheet, but Drew Holiday was a good veteran last night. I think he had 16, 5, and 7 or something. And Kamara really played well for the Blazers, made some clutch free throws. But yeah, just a fun game.
The Lakers are up 2-0 on the Rockets. People hate LeBron James. I think some of it is because they want Jordan to be the clear greatest of all time, and LeBron is certainly a threat to that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the changing, or going to Miami and doing that whole song and dance that rubbed people the wrong way. Maybe, I don't know. He's never got in trouble or anything. No. He's been a model citizen.
Family guy.
I've always given him credit. How does a guy who's on Sports Illustrated as a high school kid have such a normal life when he's in the spotlight his entire life? I don't think we talk, and there's some obvious, you could side-eye this, but a father and son are playing together in the playoffs. It's a pretty amazing story that we probably won't see again.
Yeah, but I mean, we could talk about LeBron. The biggest story is just the Rockets. I said to you earlier.
I don't know. I think 40-plus-year-old guy having 28 and leading this injury-riddled team is a big story.
It is, but like, the Rockets should not be. They should be up 2-0. Like this is just a poorly coached team. It's a bad team.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's just funny, like they got throttled by LeBron, tore it all down, rebuilt for 4 years, just to come back and get throttled by LeBron. He won't be there when we finally get good again.
Oh, he's just as good.
And he's still there, 28 last night for LeBron James. I mean,
and he's going to get that with Luka and Austin Reeves out. How do you allow Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard to take over games?
Yeah, Marcus Smart was awful in game one. I was kind of surprised he's still starting.
Luke Kennard's on like a vet minimum.
Yeah.
And he had like 26 points.
Because of LeBron James, man. The LeBron factor. Jamie says Wemby is made of paper mache. One of my favorite things is out-of-shape guys like myself calling athletes, soft. That's a great point, Jamie.
I don't think like you can say made of paper mache when his head bounced off the floor. Like anybody's going to get a concussion from that.
What I almost said
especially from that height.
This guy's a wuss.
Yeah.
Should have played through. Your team needs you.
The floor should have took the brunt.
His head looked like a basketball bouncing off the court.
Yeah.
Soft. I would have played through it. Back in my day, guys played through that.
Back when I was at Washington County Union Middle School, I would have just gone.
Concussions didn't exist back then.
Larry Bird's head actually did bounce off the court like a basketball, and he came back in a game against the Pacers. So
there's no protocol.
Scored 62.
It's been done before. But yeah, you think he's going to be out a few games?
He's got to at least sit out for 48 hours, and I think game
3
is Friday. He'll definitely miss that, and I think this is at least out a week, so he could miss game 4 as well.
Ken, how you feeling about the Canes? A marathon game the other night, and they were able to win it. Marty wins it.
Yeah, Marty party, and kind of redemption for Jordan Martinook. I feel very confident in where the Canes are right now because all the things that have gone wrong in the postseason the last few years happened in this game, and they still found a way to win. So you got to feel good about that.
There were some times there where they just couldn't even get into the zone.
Yeah.
Like it just seemed like Ottawa had it in their zone the entire time.
Yep. And finally, for once, the puck bounced in favor of the Carolina Hurricanes. You go and take at least one on the road, you're feeling good. Why not just go close the whole thing out?
Well, because Jarrett's got tickets to Game 5.
I had tickets to Game 2, and I had to sell them.
Need them to lose in Ottawa. No sweep. Let's get a gentleman's sweep. Let's be nice about it.
And long term, Ken, are you worried about, like, if there's anything to worry about, is it goaltending? Or you're not really even
No, because, I mean, you've got options now. I mean, Freddie Anderson, for the most part, has been pretty good.
Yeah.
That second goal the other night was kind of a brain fart. Like, he needed to stop that one. But 2 games in, you like where he is. I think he's got he's given up the least amount of goals, I think, of anybody so far, something like that. 2 goals in 2 games. That's pretty good. And then you got Pyotr Kochetkov back whenever you want to throw him in there. Brandon Bussey, had the incredible start to this season. He's been, I wouldn't say pedestrian in the last half of the season, but he's kind of come back down to earth a little bit. But you got 3 healthy options right now, and you got to feel good about that.
All right, let me answer Jamie's question regarding Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama in year 3 has had a total of 246 games he could possibly play in. He has played in 110, 181. So that answers your question.
I mean, in his first year, there was a lot of like, hey, we're going to play him here, we're going to play him there. But the real thing is developing his body. And then last year we saw them kind of get going. That De'Aaron Fox got them into the play in, and now they're taking over. I mean, he played more than 65 games this year. Unanimous Defensive Player of the Year, first ever. Like
25 a game, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks. Yeah, soft. I don't want him.
Soft.
MVP finalist.
Soft as a unicorn.
He is a unicorn. He's an alien.
Yeah.
Only thing I don't like about him is just Reggie Miller last night. It's like, look at the elevation on this guy. It's like he's 7'5". Of course, like it looks like he jumps high. He barely even has to jump.
Just imagine if he did jump high, like Vince Carter.
Yeah.
That would be dangerous.
Yeah.
For him and for
that's how you get concussed.
Everybody involved. Ken, is there a player you would like Washington to select at 7th overall?
Honestly,
do you care?
I don't care.
Okay,
it's gonna be defense. I feel like I think Dan Quinn's really pestering, like, hey, we're gonna go defense here. But if you can have Jeremiah Love, I don't think he'll be there. You got to take him.
Yeah, there's starting to be some talk that Love could go to the Cardinals.
It's 3 or 4.
Yeah. Now, if he fell that far, that's a great pick. But anybody else, let's just keep building and stay healthy. That's kind of
I don't
the big
think
thing.
Caleb Downs would be a good a bad pick. I feel like I was listening to Bill Simmons' podcast, and they're going to do a redraft in 10 years, and it's like, how did Caleb Downs not go 2nd overall?
Well, I feel like, and I don't think it's this way in every draft, but like a very, very strong top 10, top 12 or whatever. Like, we're going to we're having an opportunity to get a stud.
Well, yeah, and if you look at it, it's a strong top 14, and then it kind of falls off. I mean, with the run on offensive linemen, you probably expect to happen 9 to 14. There's going to be a good player taken 19, 20.
Ken, anything we need to know about going on at WNCT at Channel 9?
Nothing specific. Just we encourage you to tune in. Weeknights 5:30.
Always news.
10, 11. There's always news. We're on just about 20 hours a day.
They tore down the Wilson Mall.
They did. That was on the news. If you'd have been watching, you would have been surprised when you pulled up last night.
I don't live around here, so I can't. I don't get Channel 9.
Oh yeah, we're not on social media and all these things either. You got to actually turn on a physical television.
I don't even have a remote. It's just a knob. I got to get up to change the channel.
You're a knob.
Oh,
Ken, thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys. Any more Paramore jokes on the way up?
I think we hit them all.
Okay, cool.
Go Braves. We will talk to you hour 2 with Donnell Coley, as he will join us to talk some spring football and wrap that up. Back with you after this timeout.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry Steakhouse.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right. For Sierra 2500, 3.9 plus $1,000 in purchase allowance, we have over 10 to choose from. You got free pickup and drop off, a free car wash and vacuum. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make a Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Ready to play, Greenville? The Repair Shop Game Room at Fish Street Hardware is bringing the fun for all ages. Pool tables, skee ball, big screens, and ice cold drafts all in one spot. Keep the week going with Singo Tuesdays at 7, Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic on Thursdays 7 to 9, and live music every Friday and Saturday 8 to 11. Plus, Yappy Hours Thursday through Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off appetizers, and Sundays, kids 12 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree. Fish Street Hardware, eat, drink, play.
Plan your spring getaway to the Crystal Coast with exclusive savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Save 15% with our Beaufort Spring Getaway, available through May 31st. Explore Cape Lookout's beautiful beaches and the wild horses of Shackelford Banks. Enjoy waterfront dining at the award-winning 34 Degrees North restaurant. With no advance deposit and free cancellation up to 48 hours before arrival, planning is easy. Book now at BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock, Jabone, Donnell Coley joining us momentarily. Jared, you had a little antidote during the, is that the word?
Anecdote?
Anecdote.
Yeah. Antidote's like if you were poisoned and
Correct.
I had a potion.
Yeah. Anecdote.
Yeah. So Saturday night, I went to this party kind of thing. And
that kind of thing.
This guy really likes trivia, so he came up with his own trivia. And there was a sports question. And it was like, what ECU football coach was the fastest to get to 25 wins? And me and my buddy Jackson, we're, big ECU guys. And it's like, I don't know, like we couldn't come up with anything. It's like, I think the guy before Steve Logan, who is that? And he said Bill Lewis. And I was like, that sounds right. So we wrote that down. I don't know if the question was even right or not because he just goes, incorrect, Blake Harrell.
Fastest to 25 wins.
I thought about it for 2 seconds. I'm like, you're wrong. He hasn't even coached 25 games. And he's like, no, I'm right. I did my research. I was like, I think I don't like to pull this card out, but I think I would know more than you because I cover the team. Like, I was at the introductory press conference. I think I know how many games he's coached.
But he still went with the I'm right.
We looked it up, and
Right.
he's like, oh, he's 14-5. I'm like, yeah, he hasn't even coached 25
What kind of
games.
research do you think he did?
No idea.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, the best. I have no idea what kind of research was done.
So what's the answer?
We never figured it out.
Skip Holtz? Well,
We never figured it out.
Donnell Coley joining us. What's up, Donnell?
It's always something, man. Every week. Always something with y'all, man.
It's something every
Always
day.
something. Every day.
You got to be observant.
See,
in
I'm not
life.
here every day, so I get every week.
And, just notice the absurdity of it.
He is the fastest.
Here's what he did. He just Googled AI overview. Based on recent high-paced performance, Blake Harrell is established as the fastest coach in ECU football history to reach early milestones. He just went with that and said, all right, 25.
He does have some milestones, but like 20, that's just not true.
I was like, he's coached a season in like 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
2 bowl games.
What if this guy's seen the future and Blake Harrell goes 11-1 this year?
There it is.
Get his 25th win.
Then, hey, good on you, good on your kaleidoscope or whatever you use to figure that out, your crystal ball. But I was right in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
It's not Blake Harrell.
Yeah. You bring him back on the show is what you do.
It's mathematically impossible. Blake Harrell could be undefeated right now, and it would not be Blake Harrell. That's so he was wrong on that one.
That math ain't mathing.
Hey, man, the trivia game's tough. You got to make sure your questions are correct. You'll get called out. It's happened to me
It was
before.
fun trivia. It was just that one question where it's just like, you're wrong.
Also, Scooter Rogers tagged me in a tweet yesterday. Joe Buck. I admit I didn't read the whole tweet before I responded.
What'd you say?
Which is why I just saw Joe Buck closing in on a deal to host Jeopardy. And he said it should have been tweeting clip. And I said, honestly, it's been a little unserious since the death of Trebek. I didn't realize it was a whole new sports trivia.
Glad you didn't delete it, too. You just...
Sports Jeopardy. Dan Patrick hosted a Sports Jeopardy. It was like in conjunction with an Olympic year, and they put it on NBC Sports.
Oh, okay.
But this will be ESPN Jeopardy. Will air on Hulu and Disney Plus this summer. I want to get on this. I want to take my shot.
You want to be a contestant?
Yeah, I want to shoot my shot.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think you could do it.
I mean, I feel like I could at least have a decent showing.
You could finish with more than 0.
I would think I would be above the 0 plateau. Yes.
Would you wager it all at the end? Final Jeopardy.
Clear.
What's the category?
1988 MLB season.
No.
Okay.
Go 1993.
1998 ice skating.
I wouldn't wager at all, but
Okay.
I would recognize the
Isn't
name
that the
or
one
two.
where they like beat the lady?
That
or
was
whatever?
94.
94.
Two.
Early
90s.
I was about to say, where are we going? Are we going to like World Championship? What are we
We're going Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan.
We better be
Halloween
going
Havoc 1996.
I'd probably watch that. I got a feeling the Steiners and NWO and Harlem Heat were involved.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Eddie and Ray.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe you should be on it. Because it's on ESPN, it'll probably be all wrestling.
Yeah, God, it's been way too much.
Do we recap WrestleMania?
We don't need to. I didn't watch a lot.
I heard night 1 was atrocious. Night 2 was fantastic. That reading on Reddit. Anyway. I don't know how I missed this, but like the Roman Reigns Georgia Tech highlights have been unearthed. Have you ever seen those?
No,
I have not.
They're pretty insane.
Well, I think he had to quit because of his leukemia.
I think he had to quit because he was killing guys.
Oh.
He was a human weapon out there. And I realized he was all ACC first team, according to this tweet by ESPN. So I'm assuming it's right.
Revisionist history.
But like,
what era was he?
I know listeners can't see this, but he's doing wrestling moves on guys.
That's roughing the passer.
On the football field.
Roughing the passer.
Maybe that's why he quit. Well, there he's just getting blocked. Oh, that's a sack.
Is this like early, mid 2000s? What is this?
Had to have been.
Yeah, I don't know when his football
Because he
career
debuted in 2012.
He's pulling out water boy moves over there, man.
was. He is a little Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Bush.
He's 40, so this had to be.
Is he? Yeah, so
That is the lineup.
Yeah.
There was not any roughing the passer going on Saturday at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium.
Mm-mm.
All right, so Donnell, this was your first
Segue right there, brother.
Yep, that's what I do. First glimpse at ECU the spring game, and I did hear you say at least once, is this what they always do? Is it always like this? The answer is no. So what did you think of what they did for the fans on Saturday?
For those that are not like us and don't get to come to the practices like we do, we see that stuff all the time. I mean, it's cool for them. They don't get to see the one-on-ones and, you know, what was the 7-on-7 they did for a little while. That's cool. That's fine. We wanted to see more action, obviously. Guys that are going to write about this, talk about this for the next week.
Well, I think fans do too.
Fans want to see that too, but I mean, you know, they don't get to see any of that.
I think it was the same entertainment level as a game.
I am reminded every year that the spring game is boring. And I'll even say, like, the main thing we take away is like individuals to maybe be excited about, newcomers, and for the drills they were doing, we were able to see like who's winning one-on-one. So from that standpoint, we could pick up a couple of things. But I heard it in the press box. Jared, you heard it on the field, I think, too. I guess they were just, due to the numbers, injured offensive linemen, they didn't have enough to split the teams, do an actual game.
I mean, that was what Harold was telling us the week before. Like,
Makes sense,
look, we have 9 offensive linemen or something like that. So, I mean, I get that part, but you want to see some more actual game rep type simulations and all that. You want to see more of that. I think from what we saw, we did get to see the quarterbacks at least that we're gonna see in the fall. So that is, I mean, for however long we got to see him, but at least we got to see him do a little bit of the things that we thought they could do. Mitch with his legs and Emery standing in the pocket and flinging it over there. So I mean, we saw some things that we wanted to see.
What do you prefer in a quarterback? Somebody who can extend the play with their legs, or somebody big and is going to just sit there?
Yeah,
kind of go through some contact and then find somebody.
I think it just depends on what your team construct is at that point. So right now, I think you need a Mitch who can extend the play.
Yeah.
Where the line is not going to hold up. The line's not going to hold up well. I don't know what the finished product is going to look like.
Yeah, I mean,
but we don't think it's going to be too much better than what we saw. So.
This is what you're going to see in the spring from an offensive line. This is what you're going to see through the first couple weeks. It's gonna be at its best at the end, obviously, but barring injuries. But it takes time for 5 new guys working together to really mesh.
Absolutely,
and that's every level.
Absolutely.
So Hauser could obviously run. Did it seem like he got most of his yards on design plays or scrambles?
With the RPO, what's design?
I think I don't know.
Not a lot of quarterback draws.
I think once he got to the red area, there was when you more see, let's use his big body to kind of get us some yards. And
I feel like a lot of it was design. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, he had the ability to scramble.
Yeah, he did have design. I think more in the red area, though, was his design. I think with Mitch, just
he had 9 rushing touchdowns last year.
Yeah. So at one point, he was leading the team in rushing TDs. So, but with Mitch, I think it's a little different. He's just a wild card. He's going to, if he sees something, he sees a little crease, he's out. And maybe he'll make some plays down the field also while he's moving around. But for right now, I think you need, his ability, the way he mixes it up with his legs and his arm.
I did like being able to talk to both of them. That was cool.
Yeah.
And I thought they both did a good job. In fact, Donnell, I brought this up yesterday, maybe it's just because of all the transferring and you're talking to more coaches and probably talking to the press more. All these people, all these kids we've talked to Mitch isn't a kid. All these players we talked to seem media trained more so than previous years.
Yeah, him in particular. Obviously he's what, 25, 30, 40. He's got some experience. Yeah, he's got some experience with him. So he was impressive just to go through all the things he went through and to hear his competitive spirit. That was pretty cool. And Emery was right there too. So,
yeah, I agree. I thought they both were good. And the defensive guys.
Defensive guys were, really polished. So it's fun, man. It's fun to talk to those guys and actually see what they're thinking and what they're thinking about for this year.
Shirley, can we hear Mitch cut 3? I asked him how his relationship is with Coach Davis, how comfortable he is with him and this offense.
Me and Coach Davis are real tight. I'm super thankful for him. He's the reason why I'm here. My offensive coordinator at Texas Tech is a guy I really respect and really love playing for, and they're super tight, really good buddies. I'm pretty sure they're in each other's weddings. So when this opportunity came up, my coordinator at Texas Tech told me I need to go play for JD. So I love playing for JD. He's like a big brother to me, so I'm super thankful for him.
Yeah, got that connection there. That's good to have coming in here to a new situation. Also, Cup 4, what should ECU fans know about you?
Man, personally, just a competitor. I love to play football. It's my favorite thing to do in the world. I wake up every single day, and it's competing is what gets me out of bed. So I love to compete. I love to play with my guys and be a part of something bigger than myself. So I think just fans, I guess, could expect a guy that's competitive, fiery. It's going to play my ass off every single Saturday.
Whoa. Watch the language. This kid's listening. You can hear him in the background.
He's an old man at this point. He's just an old, crusty, bitter man.
He's an old chunk of coal. Come September 5th, he's going to be a diamond.
And speaking of that competitive nature, how about the quarterback competition? How much have the QBs pushed each other? Cut 7.
I think it's both. I've been in a quarterback battle every single year of college. I think any quarterback in college football is always in a quarterback battle. And I think the biggest thing is just focus on yourself, focus on your reps and your development. But yeah, he pushes me because he's a good player, and I think I push him because we both have success in our offense, and we've made some good plays, and we help each other out when we don't see something great or have questions for each other. So I think we both push each other real well. He's a fun dude to share the room with for sure.
I like that they've both been in quarterback battles. Nobody's coming here with thinking they're going to have something handed to them. I mean, Emory really hasn't been in a battle.
Yeah.
He's been with Carson Beck. And
if he was at Miami the entire time, because
Emory?
I was unsure if he was sitting behind Cam Ward.
Yes.
So he has been, behind two blue chip quarterbacks.
And he got a couple starts, actually. I think because of
Miami
injuries.
the whole time.
Yeah, since 03. So 03, 04, 05.
2023.
23, 24, 25 is what I said, Jared.
03.
He's an old man. He's supposed to be the young guy.
Was he even born in 2003?
No, he wasn't, Jared. It was a typo, verbal typo. Okay?
Willis McGahee, who's he playing with?
Can I get one of those?
Yeah, man.
Can you give me a break?
Sorry.
Him and Sean Taylor were boys.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, did Luther Campbell pay Emory Williams money? I don't know, but coming up on Thursday's edition of Pirate Radio Live, the most random interview I've done all time, Luther Campbell, a.k.a. Uncle Luke from 2 Live Crew, will join us on Pirate Radio Live. He coached Ray Joseph in high school.
Wow.
Yeah. So we noticed, Shirley noticed he was tweeting, Instagramming, posting a lot about Ray Joseph. And Shirley DM'd him and was like, hey, would you like to come on Pirate Radio?
Well, we know he had that beef with the Dan Levitard crew.
Yeah,
because he went at one of them, and they're like, "Well, maybe if you actually focus on what's going on the field instead of tweeting about your boy Ray." That was the most random thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Either way, Uncle Luke will be on Pirate Radio.
That's awesome.
That's wild, right?
That is awesome.
That is wild stuff.
Wow.
We'll have that for you coming up on Thursday's show. Let's take a break. You hang out another segment?
Yeah, man.
All right, we'll talk more football, a little baseball as well.
I'm not going to leave after I hear Uncle Luke. Oh, come on, man.
I got to get you out of here, man. It's a bigger name coming up tomorrow.
I will gladly leave.
Bigger name coming up in 24 hours. You got to get out of here.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique?
Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
This Chris Johnson, CJ2K. You listen to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Wish I could ask you all some questions, but I don't want to spoil them for trivia tonight. Name 2 NBA players that have played since 2010 in the league that have played in 9 or more Game 7s in the postseason.
I mean, LeBron
is incorrect.
Wow.
I think he said
Al
8.
Horford.
Al Horford is correct.
Okay.
9.
Can you name one more that's played since 2010?
Brooke Lopez.
No.
Okay. Steph.
How many of them is there?
Well, there's I think
a lot of
4.
them? 4? Okay.
Well, you haven't named one, Donnell.
I know. I just wanted to make sure that it's not just 2.
We need one more.
Hold on. Is it more than 2? Okay.
Is Kevin Love still playing?
It doesn't. They don't have to be active.
No, Kevin Love?
No.
Anybody since 2010?
Russ?
Nope.
KD?
No.
Tiago Splitter.
You love Tiago Splitter. All right, Donnell,
9?
say one name.
Did you say 9? How many?
Yes.
Okay.
Just say a name. Stop asking questions.
I'm trying to knock this down, man. Process elimination.
There's no way you have a database in your brain you're going through right now.
You don't know.
Cal Korver.
Who? Cal?
Cal Korver.
Cal
Korver.
Cal.
No, Zach's got a guess.
I'm going to throw out Dennis Schroeder.
No.
I like where you went with that. That's okay. All right.
I just want Donnell to say one name.
Rajon Rondo.
Thank you, but no.
Okay.
You were somewhat on the right track. So the answers are...
Ray Allen.
He's number 1.
Wow.
There we go.
We got him.
Al Horford, Paul Pierce,
Okay.
Joe Johnson.
ISO Joe.
Joe Johnson.
ISO Joe.
Al Horford, man.
Play some sports trivia tonight at Overtime Tavern. Jamie says Donnell the Staller. You said how many? You said 9. That's 2010.
What sport is this again?
They active.
Okay. All right.
Tiago Splitter. Give me a break.
Come on.
Do y'all remember Stump the Schwab on ESPN?
Yeah.
God, love that.
Yeah.
Steve says they should have Stump the Brock. Jamie says R.I.P. the Schwab. Howie Schwab. That's who that game was named after. Schwab. I believe Stuart Scott hosted, if I'm not mistaken.
Rest in peace.
Great show. All right, we heard from Mitch Griffiths a moment ago. We'll hear a little Emory Williams. I don't know if we even played this one. How did Emory think he performed on Saturday? Cut 1, Shirley.
Good. Just as an overall team, I would say really good. I thought the defense plays extremely hard. I think that's something I've noticed all spring is how physical and violent our defense plays. And I think it showed that when our offense is clicking, I think we can be special. You know, when we're moving and we're connecting, we're on the same page, I think that's when we're at our best. And I think we all saw flashes of that. And so that's exciting to look forward to in the future.
Let's hear about the Emory Ray Miami connection. Cut 3, Shirley.
I think every quarterback would say having a guy that you're just on the same page with. You know, I've been throwing a Ray for 4 years now, and so it's simple, Vert's concept that we just had the same page on. And we missed on a similar concept during a practice, and so when we get there, watch the tape, make the corrections, and so it paid off for us today, and we needed it. So it's very relieving to know that you just got a guy out there on the same page for always.
All right, that's Emory Williams. I thought Ray was kind of as advertised, looked really fast. Brock Spalding was fine in what he did. The standout, Melvin made the catch of the day and a couple of nice catches. I love his big, tall frame. How about offensively? And talk much about Gray. Is it Ashton Gray, the running back? Yeah. It sounds like he's going to maybe be the guy at number 1 starting the season.
I'd like him. I'd like to see him there. I'd like to see him. Just split him with Allen.
Michael Allen.
Yeah, just go 1-2 with those. Just really doesn't matter.
And you're going to need more than 2 during the season. Yeah. So, you still got Engelman.
Yeah.
DeJuan Lacey will be back at some point.
Yeah, TJ's a good little third, change him.
We're going to have the best running back room in the conference.
Well, you've said that, and you're going to stand by it, I'm sure.
Top 25 rushing team.
Anybody else individually stand out to you, Donnell, on Saturday?
I did like Brandon Best.
Talked about him Monday.
Brandon Best, because we knew nothing about the line besides Bryce Weaver. So to see somebody, kind of stand up, it was with the one-on-ones, I think it was, stand up Preston. I was like, whoa, who's this dude? Wait a minute. And then he did it again, a couple reps later, and I was like, okay.
And he was playing center, from what I understand. Once they get the full arsenal back, he could move to guard, he could stay at center. So he is a veteran, versatile guy on the line, and man, he looked awesome in his one-on-ones.
I asked Blake Carroll about the offensive line. I think everybody has played every position on the offensive line.
Yeah, he did like how everybody was interchangeable in that line. So once we get this healthy, once we see what the finished product is, that'll give me an indication of where everybody should go. So, but yeah, Brandon for sure. And then
before you move on, let's hear about the offensive line. Blake Harrell, cut 5. Shirley, how's the O-line come along?
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of moving pieces right now with that O-line. I think we've developed 6-7 guys that this spring that can play for us, that we think can be in the A group, we calling it right now. Carson Jones didn't go through spring because of the injury he suffered last year. Thought we could have probably pushed him to practice a little bit mid-spring, but didn't really think it was worth it. We'll get him back full speed, and incorporate him some stuff this summer. But Brandon Best played center, he played guard. Ethan played guard, he played tackle. Bryce played tackle, he played guard. So they understand all 5 spots and how they work together and how they got to be on one page. And I think we're moving in the right direction. I think Hayes Creel shows you that he's a really athletic young man. I shouldn't call him young. I think he's probably about 23, 24 years old now. But his height and his length, that's the first thing that stands out to you when you're recruiting. And then you get out here and see his athleticism. I was joking around with his mom today. We had him in the team room dancing a little bit, and that's where showed a little athleticism in there too. So he's not only a good football player, but a good dancer.
All right, there we go. And again, kind of piecing it together right now. Hopefully that comes together this fall. All right, moving on, Donnell, any other position players, groups you like?
I think, obviously, the D-line, we knew about them. So they're, Julian Davis. That's obviously one. He stuck out to me. And, the inside linebackers. The secondary, we still need to see where everybody's going to go. But Ashton Levels did look good. And then he talked about Zaire Gamble. So we'll see how that plays out. But, yeah, a lot of depth.
All right. Can we hear, let's see, who impressed you in the secondary? This was the last clip where he also talked about the 3-point contest. Cut 6, Shirley.
The guys that really been impressing me, I think, coming along all spring along are 2 guys. Zaire Gamble from App State's done a good job. I heard him doing a really good job communicating. He's kind of a quiet guy that doesn't, say a whole lot, not really verbal, but, I thought he did a good job communicating. He's doing a great job tackling. It shows he'll come up and strike you. And I think going into this coming season, I think that was one of the questions you had was about our secondary. And then the Ashland Levels, it continues to play really well at corner. We got to get some of those other guys. I think they're just grabbing and holding a little bit. And some of that, you get one-on-ones, you got nobody helping you out there. And it's true man, and you got nobody rushing the quarterback. Some of that can be exposed, so you're getting bad habits. We got to put the boxing gloves back on so they can't grab. But I think as a group, KJ Merrill's playing really well. Christian Peterson's flashed a little bit. We got to keep bringing him along. The other corner, JB's playing well, and then some of those other guys are starting to show that they can step up and play too. So as a group, I think we have a chance to be pretty good there. And I keep saying that at every position. We have a chance, we have an opportunity, but what are we going to do with that opportunity the next 2 months? We're going to take this thing to the next level. We're just going to kind of let it slide and let it fizzle out. And that's really about our entire program. We got to keep pushing this thing, pushing the needle about our brand and whatever it may be. And today was a great opportunity to push that thing. And I appreciate you guys putting that basketball shot out there, because now our players really know that I can put it up there in the hoop. I'm glad you cut it off before the ball actually got to the rim. But otherwise, it was a really good day. So again, thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys for what you guys do covering our football program and our athletics and East Carolina in general.
All right, Blake Carroll.
Thank you.
Classy as always. You're welcome, Coach. Pirates will be on the field September 5th against Alabama in Tuscaloosa. It is a clean 4 Saturdays, 4 non-conference opponents for ECU coming up this September. So still waiting to add one in 2027. I thought we'd get some news on this because we had last week announced a switch. Georgia State moved from September 25th to September 11th, opening up a spot on the 25th.
I think it's going to be Texas Tech, because State canceled with them, and then they canceled with North Texas.
You're a big dominoes guy.
Yeah.
Can you do your basketball coach domino thing?
Well, this isn't mine. This is stolen off of Twitter. But
was the Texas Tech thing yours?
Yes.
All right.
That was domino. But let's see. Billy Donovan steps down from the Bulls. Steve Kerr retires. Todd Golden goes to Golden State. Billy Donovan goes back to Florida. John Shire goes to the Bulls.
Which gives Duke an opening.
Mm-hmm.
You want to say?
So who takes that?
You want to say what you said off the air?
Yeah, Coach Krzyzewski's grandkid.
Okay.
All right.
Nobody gets it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's a heck of a domino, and one of those things has happened, right?
Yeah, Billy Donovan stepped down.
But I did see the reports yesterday that Steve Kerr likely not returning.
Yeah,
I guess so. Is it Todd Golden to Golden State just because Golden is in his name?
I didn't think about that. I mean, that's like what's in the news. Like,
Okay.
hey, Todd Golden.
Of course, that's what it is.
I mean, they got yellow. They got yellow on the jersey.
That's a weird sounding. That sounds like a fake TV sneeze. Is that real?
Yeah, it's pollen.
Like if somebody made a fake sneeze button you could have, it was that, whatever you just did. We need to add that to the rotation, Shirley.
Man.
Donnell, if ECU player is drafted Thursday, Friday, Saturday, is it still Sunday or is it wrap up Saturday? Who would that player be?
Anthony Smith.
All right. Emory Hunt from CBS Sports HQ had an interesting answer that made me pop. They gave me a crowd pop.
Yeah.
Here's what he said on the show the other day.
Emory, do we see any East Carolina players drafted? I mean, it feels like if anybody gets drafted, it's Anthony Smith. That'd be a day 3 pick. But do you see Anthony Smith get drafted? Maybe Mike Wright, Raheem Craig?
I would say keep an eye out for a day 3 selection, Samuel Dankwa.
Sam Danka, who, by the way, Emery, last week participated in our 3-point contest. And I'll tell you this, he needs to stick to football. But Sam is an awesome dude, great personality, and I would be elated if he got drafted.
He looked the part down at the College Gridiron Showcase. You couldn't tell if he was a corner or safety. He's an outside linebacker, but he's 6'5" and can cover a lot of ground. That's somebody that you see a core special teamer that you don't want to have other teams, vie for his services. So you just draft him in round 7. I could see someone like that get picked.
So I'm unaware of these gridiron showcases and things like that, but sounds like he performed and hopefully in front of scouts. And I wouldn't bet on it, but I would be very excited. That does give me hope, though, Donnell, that he'll be maybe at least a rookie free agent signing, be on a roster, perhaps.
It's funny because before we even knew when the pro days were, we were talking about it at the office, Nathan and I, and he was like, "Yeah, man, who do you think, man? Who's good?" Obviously, Anthony Smith. So I was like, "Yeah, Anthony will be." He's like, "Who else will be there?" I was like, "Well, the guys that declare, like, Samuel Danka and like Raheem Craig," and I was like, "Look, Danka's like 6'5", legit 6'5", and he is like, fit. Like, this dude is slim. He can move. I was like, I don't know where you would put him.
Right.
But I think some team is just going to be like, you know what? This dude,
let's give a long, lengthy athlete a shot.
Let's
take a flyer out on him. I saw the Raiders draft like Tommy Mellett last year, who could play like quarterback, running back, wide receiver. He didn't make the roster. We cut him after like 3 weeks. But teams just like to take this flyer. It's like, well, let me take them before they take them.
Yeah.
That's a lot of what the day 3 is, especially those 6th, 7th round picks.
That'd be awesome, though, man. See his name called.
Yeah. Saw Savone last year. It's a good streak going.
Yeah. I mean, it's like he does nothing exceptional out there on the football field, but like he can do enough well. We're like, well, he gets some coaching here, he gets some coaching there. Who knows?
I mean, there's got to be a defensive coach out there that's just like, let me get my hands
Just
on
let
it.
me,
Yeah.
He could be like Matthew Slater for the Patriots and just be a special teams demon or whatever. I don't know if there's enough roster spots for you to bring a guy just on for special teams, but hey, man, pulling for him and all the other names you mentioned.
Yeah, Raheem Craig, Anthony Smith, Marlon Gunn.
And NFL draft coming up on Thursday. So as a guy who does not have a huge following for NFL team, do you watch the NFL draft?
Yeah, I try to hang in there as long as I can. Yeah. Once you get, but now that this is actually a job where it's like, we probably got a couple guys that are at least day 3 guy. I gotta hang in there for day 3 to see.
Yeah, I'm talking about like night 1. Will you be watching?
For
tomorrow?
Sure, night. Oh yeah,
just for the entertainment. factor. And
I like the surprises.
Yeah.
Like the year we
trades.
The year the Raiders drafted Tyree Wilson, I was not happy with the pick. I blacked out by like the 9th pick, and then I woke up the next morning. I'm like, Michael Penix went where? Wait, no, that was the Brock Bowers draft. So I didn't even see Brock Bowers get drafted.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of okay. Yeah, you were out there. All right.
Those college days.
Got it.
Jared, I need you to help me out with. We go to the Shields house, CW, for his big party. You will not be there, but I need you to help me with the draft
sheet.
The giant Google Doc.
Yeah.
Let's see if here we go. I can't open it.
Request access.
Don't make me request access. Dang it. All right. Well, I'll open it, and it's a lot of draft props. So and so will go here. Will there be more O-line or D-line? Questions like that.
My gambling advice, whatever the number is for over-under offensive linemen, take over.
It's going to be a big O-line.
It always hits. It always goes over because
he's right.
I think there's 7 tackles, 1 guard projected for the first round this year. During the run, somebody's going to panic and just take an extra one. Or a guard need team is going to be like, well, damn, like he already got taken here. Well, we got an early 2nd round grade on this guy. Let's just go ahead and take him.
Donnell, sorry you weren't able to attend the almost 4-hour baseball game last night. Maybe they'll have one for you this weekend.
Whew, please don't do that. Please.
19-9 Pirates winners over Old Dominion.
Your Monarchs just can't catch a break, huh?
Dude, it was. I watched it. I wrote something about it, so I watched it, but I was like, it was disappointing, man. I'm like, really, it was disappointing, disturbing. That's another D word.
I was disturbed.
Oh, is it like a 4-error inning from ODU?
I can't believe that. Like, it's like you got bad news bears all around. Like, there's one inning where the ODU pitcher hit, I forget, it was like three batters in a row. He hit 3 batters in a row, put him on.
They didn't take him out after the second one?
Right. You did, yeah.
Hey.
After the third one, I think that was it for them.
There's always football.
Bases loaded. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. 10 wins. 10 wins.
Pirates and Bulls coming up this weekend. How you feeling about where ECU is right now?
I mean, so we talked about this last week. They had to get these next 2 weekends, so they checked one box.
Yeah.
Sunday was ugly. We'll give them that, but they did win the series. So let's win another series. You got to win this one. I mean, if you really have a legit shot, this is what one game separates the top 3 teams in this conference. If you want to be there at the end, you have to win this series. And they have Rice, Memphis, these other
FAU.
FAU.
You got midweeks
So,
with State and Campbell, which may not get played. We're getting that time of the year where the rain comes in.
It would be nice to have some momentum going into State and trying to right that wrong from a week or so ago.
Yeah.
All right, Donnell, you can check out his work, page of the Daily Reflector, onlinereflector.com. Anything we should be on the lookout for?
We're right in the thick of it now. This is it. Conference races, and I'll probably have some columns coming out about the baseball and what they're doing. I think I'm doing pitching this week, so yeah.
All right.
This is it.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
We'll take a break, come back, have more for you. Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live coming up. Hour 3, Troy D with Downtown Greenville to talk about Pirate Fest going on. And Shane Perry, former Pirate football player, now a jackman in NASCAR. So we'll talk about that in hour number 3. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this. Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
The 2026 Mac Bear Hodges Music Festival is back on April 25th starting at 3:30 p.m. Join us for a night
night of river, rhythm, and blues, all in the heart of downtown Washington. From incredible bands to great food, cold drinks, and good vibes all day long, this is the event you don't want to miss. Bring your friends, bring your family, and come experience the sound, energy, and the legacy of the ultimate ECU Pirate fan, Mac Bear Hodges. Mark your calendar and make plans now. The 2026 Mac Bear Hodges Music Festival, where the music lives on.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is Marcus Crandall, former ECU Pirate and Grey Cup champion. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They're open every day, and they have 2 locations currently in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903, and coming soon, Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. They are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas. Country Mart fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I am confused. So while Jarrett's here, I'm going to have him help me out here. So Mike Vrabel, Patriots coach, spoke to the media, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
21st. And he said he had some difficult conversations with the people. I'll just read his quote. I've had some difficult conversations with the people I care about, with my family, the organization, the coaches, the players. Those have been positive and productive. We believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me. That starts with me. He also said fans, Patriots fans, will get the best version of me going forward. So, of course, there were pictures posted of him and Diana Rossini. Both him and Rossini had statements.
Yeah.
And said it's laughable to think there was anything going on. It was just 2 friends. What are the difficult conversations about?
I guess it's kind of because this next quote, we never want our actions to negatively affect the team. I guess it's kind of like, hey, we did nothing wrong. The picture was taken out of context, but still, I shouldn't have put myself in a situation to where it could have been taken that way.
You can't hang out with a friend by a pool?
Well, I don't know, like the interlocking of the fingers as they just, it looked like a scene from a romance movie. So, I mean, that's where it's just like, okay, they're having sex.
Are you doing a bit on top of my bit saying that they really didn't do anything?
I'm just trying, because he denied. I fully believe that they had an affair.
My bit is, Jarrett, that I'm not really confused. He came out with a statement saying this stuff was laughable, and now is admitting without admitting that something happened and that it was wrong.
I'm just trying to get into Mike Vrabel's head.
What are the difficult discussions he had with his family about?
Hey, I didn't have sex with Diana Rossini.
I know this is going to be difficult.
Sorry,
for you
it
to
looked
believe.
like it. Sorry that our family is now under media scrutiny because everybody thinks I had an affair.
Jeez Louise. But
look, man, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it ain't a damn mongoose. It's a duck.
I wonder why the duck, why the phrase became? Why does it involve a duck?
Well, cause you can hear chirp chirp. A lot of animals make chirp chirp, and it's like, all right, that may be a bird.
If it barks like a dog, it could be a coyote.
Yeah, could be. That's a part of the dog family, but nothing. No other animal quacks.
If it roars like a bear, it could be a
lion.
Right. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, if it says moo like a cow, that could be just somebody that pretended to be a cow.
That was the thing I was most confused about, and you solved it for me. Thanks, Jay.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Jerry says Mike Vrabel is the Bill Clinton of the NFL.
Yeah, Bill Clinton, speaking of, he was at the Cowboys press conference today, and he said, hey, had to have a lot of difficult decisions.
Him and Jerry Jones were at, I guess, a pre-funeral. I mean, it looked... Sorry, man.
Who dies first? I think that's a good...
I don't want to say that. I just want to say both of the... It really did look like... Like I heard Jeff Ross, they were roasting some old guys, and he was like, nice to be here at the Hollywood Wax Museum. I've seen younger faces on cash. That's all I could think about when I saw Bill Clinton and Jerry Jones interacting with one another.
I have...
When I'm that old, I don't want to be on TV or YouTube or anything.
Yeah. Like, just go off. Go somewhere. Go die off camera.
Well, I mean, yeah. Grandfather should be...
Why is he there?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care, and I'm not going to look into it.
Like, is he like, hey, y'all should take Sonny Styles?
But the reason we saw the clip was because Jerry Jones almost fell off the stage.
Yeah. Dude, it's insane. Give it up. Give it up. Now, look, in his defense, I will say, I would... kind of lost my train of thought.
You get distracted there.
Yeah. In his
and
defense,
whose defense?
Jerry
or Vrabel
Jerry Jones,
or Bill
Jerry
Clinton?
Jones, because everybody's like, give it up. You don't have the team's best interest.
Yeah, you just said that.
Yeah. In his defense, I would do the same thing. I would run that thing either into the ground, however I wanted to.
In his defense, what else are you going to do? Read the newspaper? Watch the stories?
There's got to be like... Does nobody else have the dream of just like, let's sell everything and just go move in a shack to the beat? Like,
yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I would really enjoy that.
Or just honestly, like sit on your front porch, read the paper, drink some coffee.
What color is the next car going to be that comes by?
Yeah.
Did you ever do that on the porch as a kid? My neighbor did.
No.
Terrence wants to know about the phrase, the cat's out of the bag. Who has a bag of cats? Why were they bagging cats back in the day?
Because they didn't have the crates. So, like, when you flew somewhere, you just put your animal in a bag?
Maybe cats weren't as domesticated as dogs and were looked at as, like...
But cats were part of, like, Egyptian royalty.
Well, maybe people didn't like Egyptians, and they took it out on the cats.
Yeah.
And they were like, we got to get these cats off the street.
Why does this cat have more of a say than me and what's going on?
Hey, who's this cool cat? I don't know. We try to...
Cat's pajamas. When has a cat ever wore pajamas?
Not in my...
Do bees even have
life.
bees?
Now, this is starting to sound like a bit. Who came up with this before?
Sounds like Seinfeld.
Yeah. Bees knees... What's the deal? Chandler was here earlier today with 3 prospective clients.
Yeah.
And it just him yucking it up with them reminded me of the George Costanza talking to the Astros organization guys. And they were calling each other SOBs and stuff. Yeah. And I could just imagine Chandler yucking it up with him and Ellerby coming in like, hey, Chandler, what are you doing, man? But Chan-Man was in his salesman zone. Jamie said people were throwing bags with cars into the river. That's what I've heard. I think he meant to say cats.
Maybe because they were witches?
Yeah, there was definitely an anti-cat movement going on.
I still think, like, they taught us about the Salem witch trials in school. I still think about that where it's just like, all right, if she drowns, she's not a witch. It's like, was there no better process?
Yeah, that's the crazy part of it, Jared. You figured it out.
It's quite funny.
It's a lose-lose situation for whoever's on that stake. Well, you burn them, right? You don't drown them.
Well, there were a lot of different methods to find out if they were a witch or not. Yeah. And they all included if they die, they're not a witch. Maybe can't take a blood test or something?
It reminds me of Comedy Bang Bang. There's a cowboy who's also a vampire and Frankenstein hunter, and he goes up to people. The secret is, Jared, these vampires, these werewolves, these beings disguise themselves as humans.
Yeah.
So his first question, obviously, is, "Are you a vampire?" And for him, a vampire is not going to come out and say they're a vampire.
Yeah.
So as soon as they say no, he knows they're a vampire, and they're done. That's exactly what a vampire would say. Oh, dear. What are we talking about? Who's playing ball tonight on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard?
You got Magic Pistons game 2. That's
Pistons bounce back?
Yeah, must-see TV right there. Going to be a physical matchup. And then Suns Thunder, take the night off. You don't have to stay up late to watch the late game tonight. Thunder will cruise. You can take Thunder minus 30.5.
What?
Get that at plus money.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. The Suns have, like, nothing. They don't have a big to stop Chet. Nobody on the, in the front court. The guards don't play well enough defense to shut down Shea. And Dylan Brooks, I think, is a little banged up.
All right, Philly will be rocking tonight because the Flyers have a chance to take a 3-0 series lead at home. They take on the Penguins coming up tonight. Stars at the Wild. That series is tied at 1. Ducks Oilers Edmonton leads at 1-0 over the Ducks. And they play at home tonight. So that's what's going on in the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck when it comes to the playoffs. Braves cruising in the NL East, although they lost yesterday. They'll play the Nats coming up at 6:45. Do we have O's baseball? No, because they played earlier and they won earlier. Chris Bassett, former speaker at the Pitt County Hot Stove Banquet, got the win today as his first win of the year. Orioles moved to 12-13 on the season. Astros, a winner over the Guardians, 2-0 earlier today. Clayton, Norby, and the Marlins beating Burley and the Reds. Let's see if the Pirates did anything earlier today. Do not see Burley in the lineup.
No,
do not see Norby in the lineup.
Load management.
Maybe they just hung out during the game and talked about their ECU days. Marlins get the win. And they move one game under 500, 12-13.
10 wins at home.
For the Marlins?
Yeah.
Impressivo. Right now, Angels beating the Blue Jays. A's up 2-1 on the Mariners early in those contests. Actually, early in the A's-Mariners game. Blue Jays-Angels in the 7th inning. All right, we'll get a break in. Big Hour 3 on tap. We'll tell you all you need to know about Pirate Fest. Troy D. The boys are back in town. Troy D. joins us on the show to talk about that, and Shane Perry going to join us as well as we'll talk some Pirate football and some NASCAR with the former Pirate. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. We're back with you after this.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and Spare Change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest. April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Hey Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville has the best deal ever on Ram trucks. During the Declaration of Deals sales event, get a special finance rate of 2.9% that can be used with already fantastic factory rebates. For example, you can choose up to $11,000 off and 2.9% for 72 months, or get $5,000 off with 0% for 60 months. So if you've been thinking about a new Ram truck, now is the time at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. And how about the 26 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Save up to $6,000 on America's most awarded SUV. Or lease a new Grand Cherokee for only $429 per month. Or take the top off and enjoy the sun with a 2026 Jeep Wrangler. Save up to $7,000 on a 26 Jeep Wrangler, or lease one for only $329 per month.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, and $39.99 due at signing. Tax, tags, and $8.99 admin fee not included.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
It's bow time. Remember those bologna biscuits you grew up on? Well, they're back and better than ever at Bojangles. Bite into a southern tradition with our new fried bologna biscuit. It's a thick slice of savory bologna seared and served hot off the griddle on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. And right now, you can get 2 of them for just $5. But hurry in. This deal is only available for a limited time, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for quality roofing you can trust? Call the Boone Group Roofing, proudly serving all of Eastern North Carolina. Owned and operated by Toot Boone, they offer no money down and back their work with a 5-year workmanship warranty. Find them on Facebook and Instagram to see their latest projects and satisfied customers, because when it comes to your roof, don't settle. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. Call Toot today at 714-0021. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Coming up in a little bit, we'll talk to Shane Perry, former Pirate football player, now a jackman in NASCAR. And we have seen that trend and that pipeline throughout the years, and another new one with Shane Perry. So we'll talk about that. But right now, we will talk to the boys are back in town. Troy D. back here. It is not live at 5. It is Pirate Radio Live. But for one segment, it'll be live at 5 with Troy D.
If you close your eyes and you play the home game, we could take you back in time to yesteryear.
You ever seen a grown man naked? It was
good to see a clip, man.
I think it was Brandon Manning saying he's just the Live at 5 open.
I know, this is like coming back to see my high school buddies, like a little reunion here. You know, you had some good times in high school, had some core memories, had some fun times. Good to have a little reunion occasionally.
Shirley, the one that got away. Still here.
I've done more radio today than I've done in like the last 4 years.
You been to the car wash today?
No, I did.
Doing all the.
I did the
Radio Road.
I did Greensboro radio today. I was up in the Triad. They're talking about Pirate Fest. So
cool.
Only a couple hours away from the Triad area, I understand. So we invited them down to Greenville for the day, and now here I am on Pirate Radio, back home again.
Home is where the heart is. Yeah. Troy, what is your official title? Do you have one?
for Pirate
Czar of downtown.
Well, that's what. Alan Thomas calls me the downtown czar. Executive director of the Downtown Greenville Partnership is my official title, Clip.
All right.
Also, we're in charge, along with our friends and partners with the city of Greenville, in charge of Pirate Fest. So look forward to that coming up this Saturday.
And there's another event. We talked to Cole from Dirty Dan's about the string of events going on with the spring game, with Pirate Fest, Rock the Lot.
Yeah,
coming
don't
up
forget
next weekend.
Yeah, Doggy Jam. So a lot of these events downtown, even if we're not the front of it, we are the ones helping facilitate it and make it happen, and the partial beneficiary of it. So Doggy Jams was a partner event of ours that we do with Sup Dogs. We've got obviously Pirate Fest coming up this weekend that we do with the city, and then Rock the Lot coming up Saturday, May the 2nd on the Roses Lot, which is across the street from Dirty Dan's. We'll be partnered with them on a country concert that day. So that's a lot of fun too.
And I've been guilty of it for the old "there's nothing to do" crowd. That is not true. Y'all are lining up events seemingly every week.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Sometimes you just have to look, know where to look. Follow us on, you can follow us on obviously Instagram, Facebook at Downtown Greenville Partnership. And we try and put out there as much as we can. And there's a lot of other places, folks that have what's going on around town. And music too. There's a ton of music outlets downtown. I know my friend Ryan at Nash Studios he does like a weekly post of like all the live music, most of it free, some of it's paid, but there's a ton of entertainment out there if you're looking for it.
All right, Troy, for the newcomer to Greenville, or the first time listener has not been to or heard of a Pirate Fest, what is Pirate Fest?
So this is our community's biggest festival of the year. Pirate Fest, in fact, last year won North Carolina's Event of the Year by the statewide agency that ranks those, so we appreciate that. And this is an annual festival, year 19, Clip. I remember when this thing started. I have been involved in this either as a merchant, vendor, sponsor, or just participant one way or the other now as an executive director, but for all 19 years. But this is going to be a cool year for us. We're excited about the entertainment that we have. The cool thing that separates our event, I think, is a lot of these community festivals for the main acts and for the entertainment, the musical entertainment, they're ticketed events. You have to buy a ticket. We've worked hard to keep ours free, and that's getting harder to find in this day and age. And nothing wrong with ticketed events, but I do think being able to have a free family fun community event for folks that they could come out and enjoy. And obviously we'll have food and beverages and great vendors available if you want to spend your money on that. That's awesome. But you don't have to buy a ticket to attend.
That's awesome. And as far as parking goes, too, there's going to be plenty of places to park.
Parking's free on Saturday, so you can stay as long as you want, park anywhere downtown. I mean, you can park here close to Pirate Radio and walk over. So, it'll be on First Street, by the way. So a lot of folks are, well, what's happening? Because they know there's construction going on at the Town Common. There's a new bulkhead being put in, and there's going to be some great improvements to the Town Common. I'll come on in a later date, maybe talk about that. But the amphitheater is not available. So we're bringing in a massive stage. We're going to have it on First Street. That'll be brought to you by our friends at the State Theater. Then we're going to have a second stage, which is brought to you by Nash Studios. So we'll have First Street anchored by two stages, and we're going to have constant music and entertainment. Cool. And we'll put the lineup, we have that lineup on social media. I'll just run it down with you real quick. On the Nash Studio stage, we've got going to open up with Griff, then Emmy Rain, then Morgan Hudson, the band Fuller, Civic Ballet will be performing, Matthew Rushing, Jake Mitchell, and we'll close it out there with the No Quarter Brass Band. And then on the State Theater main stage, we'll start with the Parade of Pirates around 11:30. That's a lot of fun. We'll get them all up at the stage, and then they'll march all the way down First Street, and they put on a show. This is a fun thing to be a part of, especially if you have kids. They'll love this. Spare Change is going to open things up on the main stage at 1:30. Clip a great party band, kind of legendary around these parts.
They've been going forever.
Yeah, they sound great. A lot of fun. And then you've heard of Earth, Wind, and Fire, I know. Earth, Wind, and Fire will be performing at 5:30 with the greatest tribute band you've ever heard, called September.
Okay.
Well, it's Earth, Wind, and Fire show.
I don't know if
maybe I
worded that.
Yeah, maybe I worded that a little bit. So
Yeah.
it'll be an Earth, Wind, and Fire show performed by September.
There we go.
The band.
There we go.
Yeah, I want to clarify that. But no, they sound just like them. They're an 18-piece band. They do their show. So if you love Earth, Wind, and Fire, man, I got to be honest with you, that's like generational. Like, I think kids love Earth, Wind, and Fire. College kids, adults, grandparents, they kind of appeal to everybody. They just have awesome songs. And sometimes, man, I was listening to one the other day going, man, I love this song. And I Googled it. And it was early. I forgot. I was like, oh, man, I'm going to be hearing this Saturday.
Well, these tribute bands
Do you remember?
Amazing, man.
Shirley, got any Earth, Wind, and Fire you could DJ us up?
I remember seeing Appetite.
Or is that going to get us kicked off of YouTube?
Appetite for Destruction, the Guns N' Roses cover band, downtown Greenville back in the day. Like those cover bands,
they do great.
awesome.
They put on awesome shows. So we're looking forward to that. And of course, that's just part of it. Pirate Fest wouldn't be Pirate Fest without the Pirates Clip. So we got all types of pirate groups. They'll have an encampment out at the town common. They'll be performing shows too, and having different displays. I'll give you one of these if you would like this to keep here in the studio. They'll be on the town common, and then we'll have some rotating around for the Pirates. And then we've got the little Pirates Pavilion, which is your kids can play all day. Our friends at New Look are putting this together. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. $10, and they can participate all day in the Kids Pavilion.
Awesome. Also, you showed me your cool logo you got this year, and merch will be available.
We I don't know if you can show that to the camera or not, but I don't know if it'll pick it up. But we've got I commissioned an artist, Riley Mills, to come up with. I wanted kind of like a Big Rock theme this year. If you ever seen the Big Rock shirt, something that would be special. And we have a really cool image. I think we're going to run out of this merch. We may have to do another order after Pirate Fest because everyone we've shown it to it loves it. So we're going to have a merch pack, which is a Pirate Fest t-shirt on Comfort Colors, official Pirate Fest koozie and decal for $30, or you can buy them individually. But I think these things are going to look really cool. Plus, we've got hats this year for the first time. We got some really cool Pirate Fest lids will be debuting.
Tons of food options, retail spots to hit up as well, artists. Yep. So
you're not going to go hungry or thirsty there. Thanks to our friends, obviously at Sup Dogs, we're going to be serving up tons of Sup Crushes, and we couldn't do without our friends at Carolina Eagle either. We're going to have a really cool bar. We're going to bring in a massive bar this year too that we'll be serving out of. So
nice.
Got some unique things. Our friends at Pepsi are going to bring in their tasting station that I believe debuted in New Bern not too long ago. But this is a really cool thing. So we're gonna, so many folks have free giveaways and stuff too. It is a fun event. If you've never been before, put it on your calendar. Starts at 11, goes until 7 p.m. Stay all day or come for a little bit, whatever you desire. And if you've been before, then you kind of know what it's all about. And we just kind of keep tweaking it a little bit here and there and just trying to improve it where we can.
And man, if you hadn't been downtown in a while, just so many great spots around to check out and hit up on your way in or out of Pirate Fest. Great places to eat, hang out.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're not into food trucks and stuff like that, we got plenty of merchants downtown that would be more than happy to serve you before, after, or during Pirate Fest. So I know, and our merchants love it. They get, I talked to a number of them last year when the event ended at 7. I mean, they were bumping for dinner. So I feel a lot of folks came down here to eat afterwards, and really all day it'll be busy. Greenville will be a busy spot on Saturday. Couldn't do it without our sponsors, Clip. First of all, City of Greenville, man, I don't think there's a department in the City of Greenville we don't work with, from fire rescue to police to recreation and parks. Oh boy, I should have started the public works, special events, the city's manager's office. I mean, on down the entire list. We work with just about every department, even engineering. They've been just so great to work with. We're blessed to have such great people with the city. But also our sponsors, Greenville Utilities, Greenville Pitt County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Carolina Eagle Distributing, New Look, Sup Dogs, Minji's Bottling Group, Ritchie Law Firm, T-Fiber, Optimum, Channel 9, WNCT, the Duderman Law Group, Brightspeed, Orthopedics East, Nash Studios, Trader Construction, the State Theater, and of course, Pirate Radio. Appreciate you guys' support and your sponsorship too. So great sponsors that help put this thing on. Obviously, all of our staff that helps. It really takes a village to put this thing on. I know I'm kind of sometimes the spokesman or the tip of the spear, but I couldn't do it without my team and the folks at the Downtown Partnership and our friends at the city. We could not do this without all the folks working in conjunction. And I'm just one piece to the wheel. But it is really cool when it all comes together. And it looks like the weather's going to be great, Clip. I know there was a chance of rain, but that won't be until the evening.
Right.
But, if you look at your weather icon and it says rain on Saturday, that could be any time within that 24 hours.
You got to dive in.
Yeah, you got to dive in. If it's after 10 p.m., who cares?
Right.
For what we do, we know everyone will be gone. But during the day from that window, it looks like it's going to be fantastic.
We'll talk more from the a little bit of parking, but safety side of things. Mike Montaigne. Montaigne. Oh,
yeah.
There it is.
I talked to him today. He said he was coming on
PD.
Friday.
Yep, he'll join
He said,
us
"Man,
Friday.
he can't wait to go talk about safety, security, parking, and all the good stuff." I said, "That's perfect. Then I don't have to talk about it."
Yeah, you can bypass that.
No, he's going to be out there with us.
And
we're really blessed to have such a great police department. And I've gotten to know these guys over the past few years. And, man, they really care about what and that's a tough job, Clip, policing in a community, especially this size. But I got to tell you, hats off to those guys. They do an incredible job day in and day out. It's a tough job, but I've been really impressed with the professionalism of the guys that I get to partner with, especially on events like this.
Pirate Fest coming up Saturday. Anything non-Pirate Fest while you're here, Troy, we need to know about downtown?
Oh, man. Downtown or otherwise. How about the Chicago Bears? Looking going to have a new home pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
I think they're going to get it. Here's a hot take. I think they're going to get it worked out and move to Arlington Heights and keep it in Illinois.
Okay.
So I know there's a lot of Indiana buzz. Indiana wants them bad. I think Indiana's the kind of that girl that wants to date you really bad, but you're going to stick with the hot chick and you're going to work it out.
All I know is the value of your season ticket for each game has gone up, so that should be good for you.
It has. That has been a great business investment for me. That's not why I bought it, but it sure doesn't hurt. I was able to go to 2 games last year and sell the rest, and it definitely goes up in value when the Bears are looking good. As far as downtown goes, downtown continues to, new things are popping up all the time, Clip. We got a lot of new business, a lot of future announcements coming down the pike too, but if you haven't been down here in a while, it looks great, especially, come on down during the day, and so many new places starting to open up. Dickinson Avenue getting ready to finally be completed. It's all they got to do now is I think paint the road. I'm like, just paint it already.
Yeah.
What are we waiting for? Yeah. We want to have this big grand reopening for Dickinson Avenue. We're waiting them to finish, but I feel like we're at the bottom of the 9th inning. Yeah. We just can't get that last out.
Just keep making pitching changes.
Yeah. Enough with the E's. Let's go ahead and let's close this thing out. Yeah.
Good deal.
But a lot of things going on. You're here every day. You see it all the time. But I talk to so many of my friends that aren't here every day or don't work downtown, and they come down. They're like, "Wow, things are really looking great." The new hotels had a banner year. They just got recognized as one of the top Courtyard Marriott, Hilton Garden Inn in the system, and they just got a national award for that. We got other hotels looking to come downtown now too, Clip. So there's a lot of Greenville. There's a lot of buzz about downtown Greenville right now, North Carolina.
Awesome stuff. Going to be buzzing this weekend for sure. Troy, thanks for hanging with us, man.
Great seeing you as always, Shirley. Good to see you too. Miss you guys, and I look forward to talking with you again soon.
Yeah, let us know when you got downtown news, and we'll talk about it. We'll take a break. When we return, I don't know if he was the original Jack Man, but we've taught a lot of NASCAR and ECU football related items back in the day with you, Troy. Did.
Oh yeah,
with the guys around here. But we got a new one here, Shane Perry, who will be joining us.
Yeah,
we've talked
long history of
Ed Watkins,
and the Gas Man, Jack Mans, and just Pit Road.
Yeah,
ECU has a strong connection with that. Good to see that continue.
And keeping rolling. So we'll talk to Shane Perry when we return about that. When we return after this timeout. Chico's, make Mexican restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight, we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates!
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington-Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington-Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
This is Clip Brock, host of PRL, every weekday at 3, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Play It Again Sports, buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville, located on Greenville Boulevard, right across from the Nissan dealership. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade. Now let's head back into a Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Jeff Carr was the name I was trying to pull at the end of last segment. We were talking about Jackman from ECU going to NASCAR, but we've had Big Ed Watkins. We've talked to Dustin Lineback. We've had, I think, Zico Pursuit went from ECU football to NASCAR as well. And we'll talk about another former Pirate who is now in NASCAR, and that is Shane Perry joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Shane, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing well. And I don't know, did you get caught up to the bigs? I believe you were on the NASCAR Cup Series over the weekend, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was on the 51 with the Rick Ware Cup car this past weekend at down there having a pretty solid race. So I was up and coming up from the 38 Truck Series, actually, which is the front row truck. So moving up a little bit up the chain, now with Rick Ware on the 51. So,
Jared, you were talking about at Pro Day, was it last year, I guess?
Yeah.
There was like a NASCAR team here, scouting
I think
ECU
it was
players.
RFK.
Yeah. How did you kind of get involved with this, Shane? What was the first interaction you had or your first thought to maybe pursue this?
So actually kind of what you just said. So at the Pro Day, apparently there were some scouts there, like you said. And, I mean, I really had no idea how people got recruited for NASCAR pit crew. I didn't even know anything about the pit crew side of things for NASCAR, and apparently some guys were at the Pro Day and had a couple guys reach out from Hendricks and Team Penske, and ended up going down doing a combine with Penske. And man, that was kind of the rest was history. So I was already kind of in a Pro Day shape, went down there, tried to put up some decent numbers, and got the call that they wanted me to come down there and continue doing that. So
Were you? Have you been a fan of NASCAR before this? Did you grow up watching it or anything?
I really did not. No,
Yeah.
I would watch the 500
right
every now and then when it would come on. That to me, I thought was kind of just like the main NASCAR race. But other than that, no, I really didn't follow up with the sport.
As your time as a Jackman, what's been the most eye-opening thing, like behind the scenes for you?
Probably the most eye-opening thing is just how much detail goes into pitting a car. How many like little tiny details that you never really would have thought and see. And even kind of from when I first came in as like an outsider point of view, you just think, there's a couple guys that do the same thing over and over again. And sure, it can be easy to kind of get used to over time, but man, there's so many small, minute details that you have to learn and get used to. Some of the little things can mess you up and throw you off and really turn what could be a really good stop that could help you win a race into something that could ruin your day. That was probably the most eye-opening thing for me.
Shane took the Shirley Rhodes and Clip Rock path through college. Barton College to ECU. Tell us about coming out of high school and what was your recruitment like, Shane? Were schools looking at you? How did you end up at Barton before coming to ECU?
Yeah, man. So coming out of high school, I was not a very highly recruited guy. I mean, I was had good production in high school, but I was just undersized, man. I came out of high school 5'10", $185 on a good day. So it didn't really have the size, my, what you say, like combine numbers were not exceptional, 40 times weren't great. So I just wasn't really, a prototypical, D1 linebacker. And I came to the conclusion real quick that really wasn't going to be the route for me going on. So I had a couple of interests from mainly D2s in kind of that Eastern North Carolina area. I had offers from Barton was one. I had a offer from Elizabeth City State, I believe, and a couple of other little small kind of D2, D3 NAIA schools had interest. The real reason I went to Barton was just because my good buddy that I went to high school with, he was an offensive lineman, got an offer there, and kind of came to the conclusion that, man, it'd be really awesome and badass to play ball with him for another 4 more years. So kind of went on that journey to Barton, played there for 3.5 years, and kind of at the end of that career thought I could take the shot. Big dreams, obviously, for everybody in high school is to play that FBS level of football. So kind of had the opportunity with the transfer portal getting as big as it was, hopped in the portal and got a hold of Coach Harrell. And once he answered the phone, I wouldn't let him put it down. I really wanted to put it on. So. And,
you were here during a pretty interesting year. Could have gone way south, but ended way north. And the story's still being told. But when it comes to Blake Harrell, feels like the rest is history. As you were here 2024, so you had, of course, Mike Houston being fired. Blake Harrell takes over. I like asking you guys this, and I've asked Rajay and guys on the offensive side of the ball. It'll be good to get your perspective. As a linebacker, did you think, with your first interaction of Blake Harrell and going through the offseason with him, like, did you see future head coach with Blake Harrell? You probably didn't know it would be as quick as you thought, but did you see a future head coach there?
Yeah, definitely. You could just tell when he has this presence when you're with him that he's very knowledgeable. He knows every aspect of the game. He wants to take players and improve them and bring them to a higher standard. And he doesn't just want to do that with defense. He wants to do that with offense too. But obviously, as a defensive guy, you don't have much sway and you don't have control over how offense controls themselves. So you could definitely tell, though, just his presence of being, he could definitely do a lot of good being in control of an entire program.
And one thing, Shane, interacting with him, man, like you guys can recognize BS just like coaches can recognize BS from the players, but he is about as a normal, straight shooting dude that you'll find. And that seems pretty rare in the head coaching position. Maybe he'll change over time. Like, it feels like Nick Saban and Kirby Smart are almost gods at this point, and instead of humans, just the way they're put on the pedestal. But like Blake Harrell is like just your neighbor down the street when you talk to him. I'm sure you probably got chewed out a time or two, but like did you get that interaction with him as well, Shane, where he's just kind of a normal dude coaching football?
Yes, sir. Yeah, down to earth guy. Someone you can kind of just talk to, hang out with. You can see him chirping with guys on the sideline, having a good time. But when it's time to get down to business, it's time to get down to business.
What was the old flip switch like for you guys during that season when you started to go on your run in the second half? Coach Harrell takes over and it ends with the great bowl win in the Military Bowl. That had to be a lot of fun because, as I said, that whole thing could have gone south, Shane.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting experience coming in and having a group of guys around, Mike Houston, and then when he made that coaching change, it was very kind of surprising to see how guys in the locker room reacted to that. Everybody, instead of, chipping apart and going at each other over what could have been done, everybody really came together and rallied around Coach Harrell, and they rallied around each other because they knew the players that were in that locker room, guys that wanted to compete for championship, guys that wanted to win games for the program, for the community. So it was really, really amazing to be part of that group.
I love a good team celebration after a turnover, after a sack. I also love in NASCAR after you have that good pit stop. All the guys it looks like football players celebrating with each other, slapping fives. So how have you kind of brought over the football team standpoint to a NASCAR team and how you guys interact with one another?
Yeah, it's very similar. The crossover from college football to NASCAR. It's a group of guys who all have different backgrounds, who've all played potentially different sports, different programs, all coming together, and they all have the same goal. They have this standard in mind that they want to be perfect. They want to be the best they can be. So guys are willing to compete for it. Guys want to get better at it every single day, and you're putting in the work for it. Right behind the scenes, you're working out together, you're conditioning together. There's still that blood, sweat, tears going into those programs. And, when you can put a good stop together, when you have a good day, you can celebrate as a team and you still get that kind of fulfilled feeling afterwards when you're able to kind of put everything together. So it is a very similar crossover.
And Shayna, I'm sure you're in the weight room. Is there practice? Are you practicing during the week with the guys? Because it's not just a happy accident, everything you're able to do in that short amount of time on race nights, Friday night or Saturday or Sunday. So what is the week like? And then are y'all actually practicing together?
Yeah. So the teams that are on cars, teams that are together, they will practice throughout the week. Basically, different times, guys will go in, get work. The car will be moving, so still all moving stops. You go in, get your work in for your practice. Whatever racetrack you're at that week calls for kind of a different scheme approach for how you're going to do a stop. So you kind of hammer that throughout the week. After you're practicing, you hit the weight room for about an hour, 2 hours, get your work and get your conditioning in. Got film study twice throughout the week. So it's very similar, kind of like I was saying, to that kind of football schedule. So it's that easy transition with guys, but you still definitely getting your work cut out for you throughout the week.
So Shane, are you now full-time with the 51 in the Cup Series? Because I know the trucks are on a break. Will you go back once they get back going May 1st, or are you now full time with Rick Ware?
Yes, sir. I should be. I'm still full time with the 38 truck, and as of right now, full time with the 51 as well. So I'll be going back to back for those.
Man, all right. So some busy weeks upcoming for Shane Perry. That's awesome. It's cool that you said you weren't, you'd watch the Daytona 500 here and there, but you weren't a huge fan. I can just tell by your answers here, you seem to have a passion for it. Is this something you want to stick with, Shane, and like we said, kind of keep moving up the ladder?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's really been a great experience. Like I said, working with Team Penske, they're an excellent organization. It's just a great group of people to be around, and I really, really enjoy the sport. Coming from football, all I wanted to do was play football. That was my big goal, my big dream. And when this kind of opportunity came, kind of just jumped into it. God opened the door for me, and I was able to get in at a great time. And it's something that every day you can go in and find something to improve on. There's always some sort of body of work that can be improved, and that's just something I love about it. And that'll never change. There's definitely some veteran guys that are in the room that say the same thing, and they've been doing it for 10, 12 years. So I love that about it, and I'd love to be in the sport for as long as I can.
I mentioned some names earlier. I don't know who's still in it. Dustin Lineback, I believe, is, because we talked to him last year. Do you know of him or any other Pirates that are involved there?
I work with Kendall Futrell.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's from South Central, right down the road. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's at Team Penske with me. I know he was a Pirate graduate, I think, 2017.
Yeah.
If that's right, yeah, I work with him, and it's definitely great being with him, being another Pirate guy.
That's awesome. Yeah, tell him I said hello. I need to get up with him and talk to him, because he played his high school football down the road and played here at ECU as well. Shane Perry joining us. So, Shane, what does your schedule look like this week? What do you got coming up?
So this week we were down in Talladega on Sunday afternoon. So that should be a pretty exciting race. Old school track. Should be old school race and should be a good time.
Man.
So what do you got? What's the difference going from Kansas to Talladega? What do you focus on with that?
So it's mainly the track size. So Kansas track was a speedway, but it wasn't very large. I think it was just over a mile for Kansas. Talladega is, we call it super speedway. So longer track, bigger bends. So the cars are going to be going a lot faster. So the cars are going to be slammed to the ground. So when it comes to race style, it's more of a fuel mileage race. Got to be more concerned about how much gas is in the car, more worried about gas than you actually are about tire wear, because they're not taking as many turns. So that's kind of the goal going in is, pit stops are more focused around the fuel aspect of things rather than just flat out speed.
Awesome stuff. Shane Perry joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Shane, great to catch up with you and talk some football and NASCAR. Let's do it again down the road, but good luck to you this weekend, man. We'll check in with you later on.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.
All right, good stuff there with Shane Perry. We'll be keeping an eye on that. What is that, 38, Jared?
In the trucks, 51, Cody Ware.
In the 51 with the car? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be keeping an eye on that car this weekend. Talladega. That's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just to be there. And Kendall Futrell. How about that? Jackman, I believe. Let's see. Kendall Futrell was with the Lane Riggs Chandler Smith truck in Daytona.
Nice.
But yeah, he was a good Pirate back in his day. The Jackman for that pit crew.
I'm just glad none of them are on the 12th team.
Right.
Because then it'd have to be like, hey, what the hell is going on?
We'll ask you about that next time, maybe.
Yeah. The first chat, side. You don't want, because he said he works with Team Penske. You don't want to be like, hey, your best car, their pit crew stinks.
So for Lane Riggs in the truck race in Daytona, Kendall Futrell was the Jackman, and for Chandler Smith, it was Shane Perry.
Wow.
It was pretty cool. A couple of Pirates in that race. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, have more for you, Pirate Radio Live. We'll do some On This Day, presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Rite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right, GMC 1500s. You got 0% or 20% off. $11,549 off when you have a trade-in, and we have over 50 to choose from. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
The time to save is now during the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. After 89 years in business, they're closing their doors forever. Now, additional discounts have been taken on all remaining Serta mattresses. Every Serta mattress in every size and comfort level, all priced to sell immediately. You'll never ever see Serta mattresses at such drastically low prices again. Hurry to the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture, 2115 East Fire Tower Road in Greenville. See store for details.
UBE and Pireware.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at Pireware.com. Go Pirates!
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you. Humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, Pirate Nation, don't miss a second of the action. Download the free Pirate Radio app today and take us with you wherever you go. You can listen to all of your favorite shows, or you can catch up anytime with archive content like all the interviews that we have done this week, including Trace Baker, who plays in the Toronto Blue Jays organization, Luke Campbell, who will be a guest coming up tomorrow on Pirate Radio Live. That'll be up there on our podcast list, including the interview we just did with Shane Perry. It's everything you love about Pirate Radio. It's right in your pocket, right at your fingertips. Just search Pirate Radio in your app store and download it now. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Tip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Uncle Luke going to join us on the show tomorrow to talk about Two Live Crew. No, actually to talk about Ray Joseph. But entertaining conversation on the way. Jeff Nadeau going to talk some draft with us tomorrow. We'll have Zach Kaplan. We'll have Coach Udd and Corey Skinner, head baseball coach out at Aiden Grifton High School. Just 2 losses this year, the entire season, for Jarrett's least favorite high school in Eastern North Carolina.
Yes.
Because they use the name Chargers and the Broncos logo. That is like the ultimate. What else do they need? If they could add a spear to it somehow.
Yeah.
Or do the chop. The fans do the chop in the stands.
Oh, racist chant. Must be time for Kansas City football.
Jarrett. Cool interview with Shane Perry.
Yeah.
I thought it went great. So with these interviews, we cut them up and serve up clips on social media.
Yeah.
To get, first of all, I thought something interesting is said, but gets people, hey, Shane Perry was on. That's a cool comment. Let's go watch the whole interview type thing. I noticed when we did the interview, you asked your first question, and as he was answering it, you made a signal to Nick. Now, I don't know what kind of secret signals you guys have.
It's, hey, quit chit-chatting and let's listen to the video. Let's get some quote tweets.
Okay, was it that or was it use this quote?
Well, I mean, I liked his answer.
So it was use this quote.
It was both.
Are you cherry picking the quotes so your questions are being used, your questions and answered?
No.
Because I noticed on the Emory Hunt the other day, it starts with your voice.
Well, because I asked the question.
Yeah, I didn't know. Are my questions?
I'm not getting I asked about the Raiders. I'm not going to be like, hey, let's get a quote on Pirate Radio Twitter about what Emory Hunt thinks about the Raiders in the draft.
Sure.
Let's get what he thinks about what Pirate's going to be drafted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great example that day. How about today?
Today?
You thought your question was the best?
I thought.
And the most worthy to use the quote?
I thought we both asked very good questions. I thought that was a really good answer.
I don't know, man, because I think you made the signal.
All right, well, delete it. Let's delete it. How about that? How about we just delete the whole show? Let's just cut it early and let's go home.
I want to, if we could somehow edit it where it's just my voice and everything you're saying
that's fine.
Is silent.
Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering. I'm getting a little self-conscious. Are my questions bad? Are you rigging the numbers?
No, but
here?
I mean, we're talking to a NASCAR jackman.
Yeah.
And I think if we're going to get a quote about him playing football for ECU, bang, your question. If we're going to get a quote about him being involved in NASCAR, I think it should be my question.
Jamie said #cherrypickgate. I had to tell Nick to put a question about ECU in a quote.
Yeah.
Because you only wanted yours about NASCAR. The other day, I'm talking to Emory Hunt about the NFL draft. He's an NFL draft expert. Maybe we should have had a quote about the NFL draft.
Yeah, but with people
but you wanted to use ECU the other day, but you don't today. Explain.
Well, with the Emory Hunt thing, I mean, I don't really think if you're just scrolling, it's going to catch somebody's eye. If it's just like, I think KC Concepcion, I think Talon Green is the #2 quarterback in the draft. That's a hot take, but I don't think people scrolling for Pirate Radio content, I don't think it's going to catch their eye. If it's him saying Samuel Danka is the Pirate that's going to get drafted most likely, hell, that caught my eye.
I agree with both of those things. Now do today.
Today, I think players' thoughts on Blake Harrell taking over is kind of beating a dead horse.
There we go.
It was freaking 2 years ago.
There we go.
Who gives a damn? He's coached 19 games.
25 wins.
Oh, good Lord. Shut up. Hey, yeah.
Hey. Hey.
I want to know what's going on with Shane Perry right now, not what's going on with Shane Perry 2 years ago.
Jarrett, I think you just won the argument.
Yeah, I think I did. Because I was honest.
I came into a battle thinking I could win. I usually only pick battles where I think I have the upper hand.
Yeah.
You did something. This is a great lesson. Honesty.
Mm-hmm.
You
don't put on the corporate tie.
Right.
Let's be honest.
You told your true feelings, and I think you came out on top.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy says it's like the JFK movie. It's starting to add up. Jarrett was on the grassy knoll. I do think you're cherry picking a little bit, but I agree with the outcome of this.
So do I. It's not often I win an argument against you.
I know.
You just beat me into submission.
I got to go back to I thought I had you too, especially when I raised my voice. But that just, you know what? You said, I'm going to be honest. I'm tired of hearing about what players think about Blake Carroll taking over as head coach.
Yeah, he's had a full season. And it's always the same answer. Oh, he was ready. Clearly he was ready. He's won 14 games.
That's true. But, like, you have different listeners. Not everybody's seen the old quote from Rajay and other guys.
Well, hey, we're putting both up.
And I think that's fair. We give a little ECU, we give a little NASCAR.
Yeah. And hey, these are our interns. I told them to get one quote. You told them to get another one. This is how it should work.
Jared,
also, we shouldn't have to tell them.
On this day, presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports, on this day in 2010, this quarterback was drafted first overall.
What year?
2010. NFC West team drafted a quarterback first overall. He wore sleeves. His sleeves are really long.
First overall.
He's like a kid out there playing quarterback.
NFC West.
Yep.
Couldn't tell you.
Went to Oklahoma.
Oh, Sam Bradford.
Sam Badford.
See, I was thinking L.A. Rams. I kind of have forgotten about St. Louis.
Well, and that's another reason we remind people about how players felt about Blake Carroll, because even though it's in the past, people forget about it. Just like we need to remind you that the Rams played in St. Louis. Nick, on this day in 2003, this goalie played his final career NHL game. I believe he was recently fired as a head coach. Who is that?
It is Patrick Waugh.
You have a microphone?
No, not at all. The answer is Patrick Waugh.
Patrick Waugh is correct. Well done. Shirley, on this day in 1993, Kijana Carter was the first overall pick by the Bengals. He is the last player to play this position, be picked first overall in the NFL draft. So the last player from this position on the football field, Kijana Carter, played what position? First overall pick, 1995. Now they say you can get these guys anywhere. Some say.
Punters?
No, there was not a punter selected first overall.
Running back?
Running back.
Oh, running back.
Last time a running back selected first overall, all the way back in 1995. Do you think it'll ever happen again?
No.
I don't either.
Quarterback seems like that's going to be the one year in, year out, unless it's just a standout defensive player.
Shirley,
offensive lineman.
Redemption. On this day in 1991, the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas, is the first player from this team to homer at New Comiskey Park.
The White Sox.
That is correct.
Who was the last wide receiver taken number one? You know, but
was it 1996?
I don't know the year.
Was it Meeshawn Johnson?
Yeah.
Yep. Keyshawn at a USC. All right, that is on this day. Might have been 90. Yeah, I think it was 96. On this day, presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports. We'll take our last break. Come back. Nick, can you clip that last segment? Okay. Back with you after this.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the the best country cooking around.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and spare change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest, April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar MediSpa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up. Attention Eastern North Carolina. This April, it's time to upgrade and save at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Got a lease ending soon? Pull ahead now and we'll waive your last 2 payments when you get into a new ride. Drive today and don't make a payment for 90 days on select models. Plus, score 0% financing on select Jeeps, Rams, and more. Or take advantage of thousands in bonus cash and we'll cover your North Carolina state tax. Inventory is in stock and ready to go. But these offers won't last. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Your home for unbeatable deals. Drive a little, save a lot.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance. Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
This is Lane Hoover, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market today. The Dow was up 340 points and finished at 49,490. The NASDAQ was up 397 points at 24,657. And the S&P was ahead 73 points and finished out the day at 7,137. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All righty, back with you. Pirate Radio Live. Jamie said, Jarrett looking very dominant right now. Clip on his heels. He'll pick a spot to get back to the top. Right now, Jarrett is the alpha dog in the Pirate Radio studios.
Woof, woof.
I barked, and he barked louder.
Yeah.
He barked back.
Well, see, when I bark, I actually bite.
I'm more of a barker.
Yeah, you're all bark, no bite.
They call me Bob.
Bob Barker don't like them dogs now. Make sure to get your pets spayed and neutered. Control the
I didn't know where you were going with that, and you went at it.
I mean, he likes them more than Mike Vick.
True.
Yeah.
Nah, come on. You should have just stayed with the Bob Barker line.
Dude, I know. Happened 20 years ago.
But people need to be reminded of things that happened in the past.
Yes. So dig up those old tweets.
What were you complaining about during the break?
Adam Shine.
You were complaining about a guy complaining.
Yeah.
I got to think about this too. Like,
but sports talk. It's like that.
We just have the same segments on sports talk throughout the decades. Like, really, they don't change. Like, the players make too much money. That's been said probably forever at this point. Fans are terrible. The fan behavior is awful. And then there's this one.
Oh, Adam Shine talking about the Lakers and Rockets tipping off it. He said, I'm not even going East Coast bias here because he's in New York. He said an 7:50 tip-off time on the West Coast is absurd. And then he went on to say a 10:50 tip-off time on the East Coast is even more absurd. It's a weekday. What do you want him to do? Put the game at 2 o'clock?
Wait, 7. So even the local time is absurd in California?
Yeah.
He wants it earlier than that? He
wants those games. He said 3 night games is crazy. It's the weekday. Wait. What are you supposed to do?
Wait. I'm just shocked that somebody at his level has these segments on radio.
This is Sirius XM. I mean, this is big time.
Because, I mean, we could sit here and do this song and dance every day about games being on at times we don't like.
It's a Tuesday night. He's like, nobody's watching. It's like, it's a Tuesday night. I mean, not a lot of people are going to watch anyways. I was watching.
Well, what I don't like is, like, when we get the ECU football schedule and everybody's like, man, that game, another noon game, another night game.
When do you want them to play?
Another afternoon game?
You're going to complain either way. When do you want them to play?
Just go to the game.
You could have the game at 3 in the morning in a damn Piggly Wiggly parking lot. I'll watch it.
I would definitely watch that one.
Trying to find what I like tonight.
I thought you liked the alt line.
Oh, yeah, Thunder minus 30.5.
How about Thunder minus 19.5 alt line?
All right. I think that's a good play. I'll go points, rebounds, assists. Give me Anthony Black, 15 plus points, rebounds, plus assists.
I'm a fan. I liked him at Arkansas. I'm going just Pistons money line on the bounce back and parlaying that with Braves money line to get you plus money.
All right.
That's what I would go with tonight. We'll have our dog of the day coming up on Thursday's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Mine is still TBD. I had Hurricanes win the Eastern Conference from last week. Yours is TBD, but could be won.
Yeah, Friday night.
On Friday, if the Blazers... Man, just imagine if they take a 2-1 series lead.
Tim Dundon will be shaken.
Tim.
El Cheapo. Bad guy.
Tim Duncan good. Tom Dundon bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the Blazers have a 1-1 series lead and a home game coming up on Friday. All right, we will talk to you on Thursday. Talk some Canes hockey. We will talk some NFL draft. That'll be good. Talk some local baseball with Corey Skinner, Aiden Grifton. We will talk to an icon in the party hip-hop genre, Luther Campbell, Uncle Luke from 2 Live Crew, who has a history and a background with Ray Joseph, East Carolina wide receiver. So looking forward to that interview. Coach Hud, Zach Kaplan as well. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Carter. Jarrett Watkins, always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
I am Clip Rock. We'll talk to you Thursday. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern